Um.
Yo!
Yo!
Yo! How's that? Did we do it? Are we successful?
I think we did it.
Yeah.
Did we reach YouTube fame?
No, I'm pretty sure all of my successes are just a series of strange flukes. But we're here now. And hello, everybody.
Yeah.
You all smell wonderful today.
You too, I say.
Yay!
Back in-
So we're going to have to burn some time as the rest of the adventuring party apparates.
It just.
How you guys
they
doing?
Just... I am
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Overall,
Pretty
on
good.
the overall okay on the scale.
That is good. Yeah, today's been like a whole day, and I'm looking forward to some chill D&D. Sounds like everybody is a little bit the world right now. Everybody's a little bit of the world is right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, I do not like the world right now. This is why I cosplay as a character with delusions of grandeur. Well, not cosplay.
Yeah.
Wrong word.
Role-playing and cosplay aren't too far apart.
Not if you're doing it
Yeah.
right.
That is also true.
Yeah. If you're doing a good job at cosplaying, you are probably in character, just like, mimicking motions and walking around, as that character. If you just walk around as your normal self with an outfit, it better be a great outfit, because the movement really sells a lot of it. I've done a lot of cosplay.
I'm looking forward to going to California, and I specifically chose to come in a little bit before Halloween, so I can have some fun on that day for once.
Nice.
Mm.
Flashbang!
Oh no.
By what?
Sorry, I was chat did like redeemed for adding a command to my stream. So I was like, oh, so we're not doing too much right now. I'll go and put that in. And then the browser page is like, yeah, we're just gonna be a solid white screen for 3 seconds.
Oh jeez.
Well, I can't see anymore.
So I'm gonna have
Being is
everyone do
overrated.
I'm gonna have everyone do a thing when we start, and I'm gonna let you guys know, because you got here on time, so you deserve to know, because you guys are cool and stuff. I want everyone to go back and describe their character and how they've changed over the course of this campaign. How your character has grown and developed over the course of it. So you probably have a few minutes to think on that one.
I don't think Flickr's changed that much personally.
And that's
So
my
it's-
failure for not creating situations where Flicker had an opportunity to grow. If that's the case.
Well, let me see. I mean, this whole venture in general. Well, no, he was already
Well.
a little bit confident.
Also, I updated the world map a bit. You guys are now currently over here. The goblins cycled down from the North Mountains. The
The giant don't get angry piece is on the horizon.
Yep, that's just the mark. I was using that for a marker for where the party was before everyone put their tokens out.
What is That thing.
There's really no way of knowing. I guess we'll have to find out in a little while.
I can't really see
Hey,
anything
yo.
that's going on the map. It's just a big white square for me. Hi,
No.
Mages.
Is everything just big?
Astigmatism, go!
Oh, it's
Hello.
still up.
How's everyone doing?
Today's been like a whole day for everybody. I think yourself included from the sound of.
You sound great, Magus. What's up?
I woke up 2 hours ago because I had to stay up all night because my bathroom exploded.
Yikes.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I am suddenly having to contend with a very expensive thing.
That's
Oh
bad.
no.
But that is not here nor there because we are in Fantasyland, and that is
Yes.
not
In-
anyone's
in-
problem.
In this world, we're people that can solve all the problems if we get lucky enough.
Yes. All problems can be solved with their
So-
words or violence or some combination thereof.
So I'm sitting here with my Diet Mountain Dew and my lunch, which is approximately 25 pizza bites.
So, like a slice of pizza?
I burned my tongue.
Yeah, that happens with pizza bites invariably.
Wait, I don't think I've heard of pizza bites.
Pizza
Think,
bites are like
Totino's pizza roll kind of things.
It doesn't explain
So-
anything.
okay, so like imagine this. Imagine like a tiny ravioli.
Mhm.
And inside of it is a little bit of melted cheese and a little bit of tomato sauce and a tiny amount of pepperoni. It is
It's
about
like a mini
the size.
calzone.
It's
Yeah,
about the
it's like
size
a
of
micro
your.
calzone.
Yeah, it's about the size of your thumb. That's how big one of these things are.
Yeah, microcalzone is actually a perfect definition.
I've got a feeling
you
that
come-
it's probably not my son, but I will take your word for it.
Okay, fair.
I've got a relatively big thumb. I got big hands. But when you come to the States, dictator,
Yeah.
I will get you pizza bites.
You will experience them.
This is not the.
I will experience all the.
This is a
things that-
threat. This is
Yeah,
a
this
threat.
is not. This is not a treat that I'm giving you right now. This is more of a. This will help you understand.
This is a warning.
This is what it
I've
is like
effecti-
to be an American.
I've effectively said that I'm about to take you to a pleasant visit to the DMV. It's not in my neck of the woods. It's not painful, but it is not pleasant, and it is a fact of life.
I have experienced pizza bites because I don't know if you just eat them. You have to sort of experience them. It's like a whole thing.
You have
I
to eat
suppose-
them immediately upon them coming out of the oven, though, because otherwise you don't burn yourself.
Ah,
Oh, Shrimpy is agreeing in my chat. You know you're eating them right when you burn your mouth.
Oh, my tummy.
I'm sorry, it's just a fact. That's just how they work.
Murphy's Law of Totinos.
I
Anyway,
made chimichangas today
Ooh.
nice.
for the first time, and it was real good.
I've not eaten enough. I want to say I've not eaten enough chimichangas, but they were one of the few. But I distinctly remember really liking them because one of the few times that I ate them, I was really sad, and I was like, "Fuck, "Screw it, I'm gonna order this."
I made corned beef, by which I mean I put a few strips on a plate and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, so in terms of, I really can't think of like a major change because it's like, it kind of feels like when you have like a relatively well-rounded individual, minus the sanity.
Can't you
First
fly
thing-
now?
I am much
Well,
more tired than I
well,
thought I
the-
was. I looked at that boat and I thought it was a lobster.
Well, it will be in the future. Now that you mentioned it, you gotta be careful about giving the DM ideas like that.
He's just a giant hermit crab.
They turn it into
Hang on, I gotta think for this.
they turn it into a red lobster, the fantasy red lobster. I mean, from a physical standpoint, yeah, he has wings now, which I suppose. I mean, I'm not sure if that's necessarily important to character development. Nice. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead. I finished your thought. I'm sorry. I was interrupted. My bad.
I mean, it's like, yeah, the wings are relatively important from a from the Dragon Society standpoint. It's like, because he was a bit held back in a sense, like his wings didn't come in. But I'm not sure if that necessarily has an impact on his psychological development. He just waited.
Okay, so I want to read a transcript for you guys real quick. Jay the Kobold, myself. Yay, game soon. Live the Cyberdoll. Yee, trying to get home. I've been trapped in a Taco Bell for 30 minutes. I just wanted a taco dog. Me, oh no. Wait, does Taco Bell have tacos now? I thought they just had scare quote tacos, scare quote. Live, American taco product. Ah, I see. Time passes, followed by, all caps, mind. I am being held hostage. I have been here an hour. I just wanted to eat today. Cry face.
Oh.
See, this is why I went to the grocery store, and I'm like, I'm just gonna buy some pizza bites, and that'll cover me for like 3 days or so.
I usually, whenever I go to the store, I always make sure that I get at least when I'm alone, I make sure to get like at least a week's worth of provisions overall. Like
Smart.
pretty much like, okay, I'm gonna eat 2 things per day, and then a couple of extra.
Well, wow.
Liv, I just read the transcript of our chat.
How fare thee well in the land of Taco Obelia?
Well, I've been stuck here for over an hour, and all I ordered was like a couple tacos and a Mexican pizza, and nothing.
See, we're back on pizza chat. It all rhymes. You see?
Pizza, it's like a poem. It's round.
Yeah, exactly.
You asked for things that were too complicated. No, it's your own fault.
It's the same 4 ingredients arranged in slightly different ways.
It's too complicated, Liz.
Oh, speaking of, did you guys hear about the speaking of, did you guys hear about the KFC pizza?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, no, they pulled the Mr. Krabs and made the KFC pizza.
I've seen the.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
I've seen the Double Down, I think it was called, where they put a burger made of fried chicken as the bun. I remember that being a thing.
Yeah, it was like fried chicken wrapped around bacon and cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
KFC is really great for depression foods. They got the Double Down. They got the bowl thing where you just take a whole bunch of leftovers and shove them in there.
So KFC actually is not good for depression anymore. As someone with depression that loves KFC, they got rid of all the depression food, and everything that remains is getting worse and worse and worse.
Honestly, there was a time.
Get better food at Taco Bell now.
There is a time where Taco Bell had a flavor for one of their tacos that they described for their late night Liv Moss promotions.
Mm-hmm.
And the flavor is one of the most depressing phrases for a flavor I have ever seen.
Oh no, okay.
Cranberry.
Because it was eventually turned into a potato chip with the same flavor later on for a little while.
What?
I think it was like around 2010 or something like that. The flavor was 3 a.m. jalapeno popper.
Oh, that. Oh, that fucks! That fucks! Oh my god.
They're directly attacking me with this.
Yeah.
Like the image that I have been presented with that idea
Mm-hmm.
is so vivid.
It's a beautiful metaphor.
None of it good.
It's evocative.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
So-
I feel like as someone who eats meals at like 3 a.m. so often, I feel like there is a part of the context that I'm losing out on.
So I want the image that I would project to you is it is 3 o'clock in the morning. You are at a Denny's. You are single. You have nothing going on. You decided that you were hungry in the middle of the night and you ordered this. You ordered some jalapeno poppers because you don't want to get a full meal because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And you're just sitting there in the diner staring at that jalapeno popper.
Well, and in addition
but
to not wanting a whole meal,
other than place you buy food, what is a Denny's?
Right.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so imagine if you will,
Hold on, I got this one.
All right.
You see,
Hang on. Before both of you talk. All right. As a girl who grew up in Florida, if y'all fucking talk bad about Denny's, I know where y'all live.
I have been food poisoned every time I've gone to a Denny's, so I have reason.
you don't know where I live.
I've been to Denny's. I've been to Denny's 2 times.
Anyway,
Okay, so-
go ahead, Jade.
Denny's is not a place that you go to. It's a place that you appear at. No one in divine knowledge has ever intentionally gone to a Denny's. You are just out
So-
doing other stuff. Decide it's super late. You don't want to cook tonight, and screw it. There's a Denny's on the way, and you decide to sort of apparate into one. Look around at your surroundings and look down at the menu in your hand and realize that you've been fey portaled into a Denny's again. You see the food there.
So what you're saying is that Denny's is just the American Firelink Shrine.
Okay. So what Denny's actually is the only American chain diner that actually feels like a hometown diner.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons why when I first spotted one in Costa Rica, I was like, I just want to see what they offer and what it's like. It was
So
nice.
I remain on the confused section. What's a diner?
All right, so let me get this one.
I've never actually,
never
like,
been to a
I've
restaurant?
heard of diners. I know the name diner, this diner, that diner. I've never
Okay,
seen a diner in my life.
A diner is a restaurant that is usually like out in the middle of oftentimes like the diner that people picture in their heads from like the Americana thing is like you're driving on the road for about like 30 or 40 miles. There's no lights for miles, and there's one restaurant that's just open at 2:30 in the morning for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Diners are often those places that people go to stop for food, but they're not looking for like an experience. They're not looking for like something incredibly special. It's more a place to stop, to have food, have some coffee. It's a restaurant with less expectations slapped atop it. It's fancier than a McDonald's, but it's not like a place where you would go to a restaurant and be like, I'm expecting a transformative experience. Usually it's like they'll have like they'll have like this little glass container with rotating pies that you can select from. There's like a row that's like a bar that you can sit at where you could just have like a sandwich or something like that. Usually the lady that comes up to take your food has like an apron on, like she's gonna cook the food despite the fact that she's just the waitress.
And she'll call you hun no matter what.
And depending on the quality of the restaurant, you'll either expect to have a bunch of people come out to chant happy birthday to some child that you have never met or never will see again, or there will be a fist fight. It depends on the scale between Denny's or Waffle House.
That's
the
definitely
Florida-
more Waffle House energy.
Yeah. So the Florida raised part of me that like basically will respawn at a Denny's when I die. Denny's is great. It doesn't serve alcohol, but it has a bar. They have actually decent coffee, and I fucking hate coffee, so that's me saying that. And it's like, if you have autism, they have a food for you.
What?
They are
What's
very
what's
autistic.
autism food?
Okay, it's
Chicken
food
nuggets.
that like yes, actually, it's food that is consistent every time. Like
Yeah.
food that there is no variance. It is the same every time you eat it. You'll never have a texture issue with it. You'll never have a smell issue. You'll never have a taste issue. It is something that is consistent. A
I gotta
neurotypical
go to
person
your
would call it boring,
I gotta go to your
but
Denny's because every time I've gone to a Denny's, it's always been during a time where like the manager sent the kitchen staff home early, and the manager was the one cooking, and they've never been near a stove in their entire lives.
go to a
Uh,
Denny's in Florida.
That was in
I
Florida.
dropped a
It was the
picture in the
Denny's
chat
Oh,
in
then you went
Orlando.
to the bad part of Florida,
diner.
dog. I'm sorry, what?
I have to say, I have to say, breaded chicken is pretty much my autism food, I guess, because it's like
Yeah.
there's
For the Denny's.
there's no food that I've so consistently ate, even at different places, and I was like, this ain't bad, or it never went into bad territory for me.
See, you can't have a food with bad texture if your food doesn't have any texture. It's that easy.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
Alright.
that's the thing, like with like
You're
breaded
making
chicken.
me think of a
it's
low
like-
poly Pop Tart.
Yeah, I want a low poly Pop Tart. I'm gonna ask.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask someone I know that does 3D modeling to make me a low poly Pop Tart prop for my next movie debut. I love that.
Alright, so.
Sorry.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
I want all to start out with all of us going quickly describing our characters once again, because it's been a while since we've done that together. And I want you to tell me how your character has changed or grown throughout this campaign so far.
Okay.
And who
So-
we can go in any order.
I guess I think mine might be the shortest. I don't think Flicker has had much of a development in terms of like personality. Obviously, he's got the wings. He's learning how to fly, and it's an exciting thing. However, I'm not sure if that really impacts his personality as much in terms of personal development. Since I feel like it's very difficult to, or at least I'm finding it difficulty to find reasons for him to go against this character, or for him to act in a way that isn't consistently in character. He is well, he is a relatively balanced good being that apart from some levels of mania. Is she-
I'm gonna. Liv, can you switch to push to talk for a second?
I'm on a phone. Hang on, I'm just gonna mute.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Liv is
Uh,
still at the Taco Bell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, do go on.
But yeah, other than the wings, other than like the mania that comes through, it's not even like really mania. It's just something he does. He makes inventions that have consequences on occasion. But he doesn't do them with like any malice or anything, or with mania. He's just like a weird good being. So it's difficult for me to find, and so far everything the party has done. Well, okay, maybe he does let himself get too surprised, like when someone was like, "You can write." But even then, I don't think it's any kind of bad thoughts about her necessarily. More a comedic thing. So yeah, I don't really know what Flicker has to really develop outside of physical changes and new opportunities presented to him. He's doing what he came here to do. I don't know. That's either a failure of me for giving him, in terms of not giving him enough flaws, or I don't know.
So this campaign hasn't changed Flicker that much in their adventures and things they've learned.
He's here to do knightly duties and to do good deeds, and so far he has been doing that in his way.
All right. Whomst would like to go next?
I suppose I can go next.
Mm-hmm.
To start from the reintroduction of the character. So starting from mechanics, Cece is a human inventor. She used to be a mage. She was actually on her track to become an archmage with the university, and was a very competent wizard. But somewhere along the way in her goal to develop magic that can improve the quality of life for common people, such as her family that has financially struggled for a very long time, she lost sight of her goal a little bit in the mission of achieving status itself.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was participating in extra credit activities, she was taking part in spellcasting duel club. She was injured by a spell that went wrong and has been mobility impaired since. And she kind of sees it as her own fault at the same time, and doesn't really feel like... In a way, she feels that if there was a way to cure it with magic or something like that, similar to the spell scroll that we've come across recently, that it would not fix the problem that put her in the situation in the first place. She's seen her current situation as something of a good thing, as allowing her to get her perspective back, to continuing what she was trying to do. So she became an inventor and started making machines to improve people's lives instead. And like learning about civil engineering and how to build, functionally how to build homes and cities and infrastructure to enable people to live better. She joined with the expedition because she wanted to help in building this new world better. To build a place where people can be comfortable and can be happy. And it's kind of been pushed a bit beyond her element and into kind of an uncomfortable place where she's more adventurer than she is builder right now. Emotionally, though, this journey has allowed her to a little bit more let go of the magic that she had once invested so much of herself in. And just recently she had passed over her journals of her magic to the town wizard and to Angela, the member of the first adventuring party, the A-team, quote unquote.
Who would like to go next?
I'll go. Unless you want to. Okay. Cass is a really very thin, kind of small human man. He's got big bandages wrapped around his chest constantly, and kind of a hunted look to him, coming from being made to take the curse for a rich man. Over the course of the adventure thus far, Cass has learned to trust people a little bit. And not, like, constantly be on the lookout for the next thing that he has to be scared of.
Mm-hmm. Found a semblance of peace.
Getting the idea that he might be able to do something more than just mercenary work.
All right. And that leaves Soba and Rodolak.
Soba could go next if you want. Because I'm home now.
Welcome
Hey,
home.
welcome home.
So, Soba is a Goliath, or half-giant barbarian. She is one of the biggest changes, about 2 feet, maybe 4 if she's angry.
Okay, I didn't hear any of you for a quick second. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, I thought you quit because that was a bad joke.
Oh.
No, I for a minute I was like, oh no, I don't hear anybody quite suddenly. I'm like, uh-oh. I fixed. I can hear you now.
So, nah, I'm gonna be cringe about this. Soba
Send
come
it.
from long line of necromancers, but discovered that necromancy bad. So Soba kill all of tribe and look for new tribe. Come to new land, make friends. Friends now tribe. Learn that maybe not all necromancers evil, but thin ice. Soba also have unicorn horn. It channel life magic. It feel tingly when she uses it.
I'd say you should only trust necromancers as far as you can throw them, but
Soba throw good though.
yeah,
Also,
Soba do throw
as an
good.
aside for a thing that like came to mind, is like the phrase "thin ice" seems like feels in my brain at least a little bit weird for a group that lives like high in the mountains. You would think something more like deep snow would be more risky because it like thinking about an avalanche more so than falling through a river.
I mean, not unless you live on
Mountain lakes are
a
things.
no. I mean, if you live on a glacier.
Yeah, it's just a thing in my brain that it came
Yeah.
to mind.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be. If I was like trying to be completely in character, I probably would have said like something like deep snow. But like, if I said deep snow, like half the people would be like, "What the fuck do
Yeah.
you mean?"
No, it only came to mind because you said thin ice, and I was like, but thin ice doesn't that form on like a lake or a river or something? And then like,
There are lakes and mountains. I mean,
yeah, my brain did the train of thought. It's choo choo.
Yeah.
Jumped
And
a
if you
few
live on a-
stops down the line.
Yeah, and if you live on a glacier, then like if the ice starts getting thin, then like that means an avalanche is gonna happen. You probably don't want to be at the top of an avalanche.
your accent is in full form today. I love it.
But
Okay. How is
yeah, that's about all the changes I think she's had.
And Rodolak.
Well, Rodolak, when he first started this adventure, he was wide-eyed and a bit hopeful to find lots of curiosities and mysteries to solve. The problem is that he never really attached the human cost, you know, in relative terms, to what some of these mysteries would involve. He's been dealing with a lot more violence than he has ever experienced in his life, and has had to speak as the liaison for more people than he's ever had to before. Oftentimes he was the one in the back pushing papers and stuff, but being affable and knowing what he needs to say has been able to help him open up. However, as time has gone on, I feel like there has been slight twist to him that I don't think he fully understands, but also fully doesn't enjoy. And that's that he's starting to notice he's becoming a little bit more devious, a little bit more manipulative in order to accomplish for the greater good. He keeps rationalizing it. He keeps trying to find things of like, this is for the best of everybody. But he's finding a side of himself that he doesn't enjoy and is not sure what to do with himself going forward. So he's debating whether or not, while he is more confident, he's debating whether or not that this expedition has been good for him spiritually.
When you said devious, my brain immediately went to Rodolak going, hey kids, you want to invest in Bitcoin?
Yikes.
Terrifying.
We just recently completed... Thank you for all of that. And we just recently completed a really interesting arc in the town itself, where we discovered a lot of things that have been, well, going on since you guys had left. You guys had been gone for several weeks, and in that course, life in the town has been changing over the time. You managed to track some creatures outside of the town, which I believe is where we left off. We have the...
I basically blurted out a password in the hopes that it would work.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that.
Magus, you know what?
Everybody
you
gets
did
to flashbang sprig today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a treat.
everybody.
I was tapped out, so it didn't get me so bad.
Magus, did you ever play Fallout 3?
Yes?
So, do you remember when you go to the school for special needs children, you meet the nanny robot?
Yes.
What you did is basically what happens if you go there with a low enough int and you get jump scared by the nanny robot. You just scream, ice cream!
Oh my god, that's right.
Actually, that
Yeah.
was in Fallout New Vegas.
Wait,
Also,
what?
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
true.
there was a security bot in like the, if I recall, the Sunset Sarsaparilla place, and you're like, or like one of the office buildings, like, and they ask, present your ID, and it's like Luck 9 used to just say ice cream, and they say, good, have a good day.
Yeah, it's a
love that.
luck 9 and int 2 thing.
I love low end playthroughs of Fallout. It's so
No.
good.
I can never do it because it's like I always like feeling like I'm actually smart.
Fallout 1
no
and 2 are
int.
the only ones that actually...
No int and the jinxed thing. Best way to play Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You throw
Forgive
flares
the-
at people and then they just die. I'm done.
Forgive
I'm done.
the bad map, but, well, deal with it. If you would toss some characters on somewhere in this region here.
I would love to. There's a
I'm
problem.
actually going to refresh my
Yeah,
water bottle.
we don't have permission yet.
I should fix that.
Also, what region were you pointing at, or did you like do the thing
Over
where you
here.
make it?
The dirt zone.
Where do we place ourselves? Like over here?
Yeah, somewhere around this rock or whatever. And I'll be back in just a moment.
Soba big. Wait, why Soba small? I count as a... Large creatures take up, like, four
spaces.
squares,
Like
which
two?
is like gargantuan.
No, it's large. Large 4 is 4.
Yeah, large is a 2x2.
Ah, stop.
No, stop it! You're not that big.
Big
You can make
guess.
a wish.
Big guess.
Who's shrinking me? Stop.
What the hell?
Stop grabbing me. Wait, is there something invisible here I can't see?
Good question.
There's a pool there.
I can't see that.
I can't see it either.
It's quite large.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Oh, I'm seeing something over here, but it's like I really don't understand what's going on with Tabletop Sim and just like not displaying models.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know.
It does that sometimes when you're loading in. You might want to like exit out and reload.
Okay.
Probably don't want to do that until Jade's back though.
Oh.
Because then you can't get your permissions back.
Well, I mean, the only thing I needed was to get it in there, so it's in there now.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it's still not appearing. I genuinely don't understand how this system works sometimes in this thing.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm not actually a large
Ooh.
creature. I just count as a large creature. Silver's still big though.
You see, it works by not working. It's ingenious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not really had too much to like really do with Flickr, unfortunately. Development-wise, so far everything so far aligns with its general deal. Solve problems, help people.
I identify as a problem.
It's best to be the entire problem instead of just part of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, you are coming in from some dirt land that's outside the town, traveling into some part of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
In tracking, well, Zoba, tell me what you're tracking.
What were we tracking? Actually, I need a small reminder. What was our last thought? before
Soba was tracking a small robot,
Right.
and it led us to bigger robots. Soba is also eating a taco.
Or at least more robots.
This robot face, though.
No, there are bigger robots there. Jade said there's tiny ones, and then there's like the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's one that is significantly larger and has significantly more eyes. So, you walk into the clearing. Are we keeping canon the reaction from last time, because that was extremely funny?
Yes.
Well,
Or like, please.
Yes. What I spaced out. Say, where are we going?
you had screamed out something very funny at the end.
I screamed out in Celestial for them to initiate a diagnostic.
Oh yeah.
I basically did the robot equivalent of parlay. And I have no idea if this is actually going to work. But I rolled a natural 20, but I don't know how much that's going to get me. Either like a round of combat of them stunned, or if they're actually going to talk to me.
So,
Ice cream.
first of all, Cece, I want you to imagine the sound of crunching and squeaking gears, except that it's more beautiful. It sounds like a whale song, chiming and calling out, made from those noises.
Rolling seduction on CC.
So then, what you see is as such. There is a fistful of these creatures, and several, he shouldn't say will-o'-the-wisp, but and several floating orbs in the vicinity.
Why can't you say will o' the wisps?
Hmm?
Why can't you
It's
say
illegal.
will-o'-the-wisp?
You can't say it anymore.
Wait,
Not
what?
because-
with wokeness.
Because they're not supposed to represent will-o'-the-wisps. They're actually supposed to be just floating orbs. But
Oh, okay. I thought someone was trying to say that like my culture is illegal or something. I don't know.
Flicker goes up to one of the floating eyeballs to examine them, I guess.
well, hold on a second.
Okay.
I mean, yes, you will absolutely have an opportunity to do that if things don't go sideways extremely quickly, though. Cece, you were going to roll your skill at the end, if, correct?
Yes.
Would you kindly do that?
Let's say 15.
Would you like to add, Rodolak's song to the chorus?
Whoa.
Sure.
You are able to translate. You are able to intuit a translation from what Rodolak said to these creatures. The largest of them will mostly just stand around, looking in omnidirections, slowly turning and slowly spinning. But one of the smaller ones does come up to you, and we'll take a moment here for a second to go back to Flicker. Flicker, you said you wanted to go inspect?
Yeah, like, I guess, since we're surrounded by them, I'm guessing, Flicker's guess is like they're there for surveillance, given how many of them there are, but he'd like to see if he can examine them, or see what he can just parse through it on a look.
Alright.
Do I roll anything for that?
What would you like to roll for that? Okay,
I wanna
and
say-
obviously what you're looking to learn is going to be the information that you receive will be reflected by what you roll. Survival is going to give you a different information than the crafting materials that it's made out of, or the.
I guess if I can either sense anything or see if I can guess that who might be watching through there.
Okay.
Sense of presence, I guess. It's my best guess.
That would probably be
for-
survival, I would say.
Okay. Survival, my best skill at 0.
Well, send it.
Hell yeah.
You got this.
Wow.
I believe in you.
It's a 19.
Oh,
so
right.
I guess.
Yeah. These don't have any sense of vision or thought or control of their own. They appear to be virtually lifeless except for the humming and thrumming and just simply hovering about. You do note how they are spaced, and you feel like that might be important. They're laid out in all of them being close but not too close to each other.
Interesting. Think of.
So, how are you feeling about it?
Just trying to think of what it could be. My best guess is they explode. But then again, it's
Well,
Flicker, so.
Well, I mean, Flicker just kind of assumes that about everything and is frequently right.
Yeah.
Generally, that's
Everything
because of Flicker, though.
True.
I mean, look, everything explodes if you try hard enough.
So, but what is your reaction to things at the moment?
Soba's like looking at the big one. Like her sword is out, and she's just kind of like in like a ready pose, and like her like you just kind of see like her like kind of like just locked into it. When the little one ran past her to go see the CC, like you
Yeah?
just see her muscles twitch. It's like very like the only reason she didn't like swing at it is because nobody acted hostile towards it. But basically, like she's just trying to put as much of herself between the bigger looking robots and everyone else as possible. She is very out of her depth here. Metal is not supposed to move on its own. This is weird.
Cece, you were approached by a small creature, larger than the one that you saw before, significantly actually. This one is nearly it's the size of a small humanoid creature, and it will walk up and reach out to grab your leg.
I would rather, it like tries to roll backwards a little bit.
Okay. So Soba's gonna arc back to throw her sword at it, unless CC says something.
I think she's kind of occupied by the robot trying to grab her leg.
All right, sword gets thrown at the robot.
Roll it with advantage as a surprise attack.
All right.
Wait.
So that is. So I'm throwing it. So that is a. Fuck. Shit.
What was that robot trying
Sorry. So that is a
it was
19.
Flickery was trying to grab Cece's leg.
It's a 19 on it.
Give me a tick here. There it
And
is.
I'm gonna rage as well, so it counts as a large object, which means my oversized throw applies to that too.
Okay, that is in fact a miss actually.
Really?
Yeah, that's a 19. That's not quite enough. I mean, you did roll a bit on the low side, even with advantage in an account.
Can I hero point that?
You can, absolutely.
Because I absolutely forgot the hero points exist.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you rolled a 5. You rolled a 3 and a 5 as your advantage roll, so
Yeah, so
it shouldn't be that surprising.
Hero points don't technically exist. Sorry, not hero points. Advantage doesn't technically exist in Pathfinder, so how do
I
hero
know.
points interact with that? Do I
You get to
roll
re-roll
one
the
dice
roll.
or two?
You get to re-roll the attack roll.
Okay. That's better.
That's
So that
it's still pretty low, but yes, that will
it's
hit.
still that turns into a 22.
Barely. All right.
Is that hit?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yours-
So sorry, guy.
One second. I'm going to slightly adjust this so that Flicker's looking at this one. Your sword strikes the automaton sternly in the back of its body, causing it to lurch forward slightly. There is no dent or visible damage. However, the orb closest to it does in fact, as Flicker had predicted, explode.
Oh.
As
Flicker,
he
right in
was
front of you as you're inspecting the orb, and this goes on beside you. Are you sort of like hyper focused, or are you sort of like paying attention to everything? Because I know Flicker does hyper
I wanna
focus
say
sometimes.
This is an instance of hyper focus, and what a perfect timing that we've we have this image we can use now.
It's a great image.
Let me find it. I'm looking. Myself.
It's not like it's not a damage-dealing explosion, but it is definitely a oh geez, this thing is just in front of me just kind of popped and fell apart.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And Soba's sword just teleports back into her hand after it impales this thing.
And with that, we are moving to initiative.
You leave little ones alone, stupid metal men. Oh,
Alright, let me roll that initiative.
Jade, I'm glad you just made that thing explode, because, like, I just realized they changed oversized throw.
Oh.
Yeah, it's no longer just, like, a D20s of damage, which is kind of good. It's, yeah, so now it's a... Oh, it has to be an improvised weapon now, but I still can throw my sword. It's just, it does my sword's amount of damage, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. Makes a lot more sense than just like, hey, yeah, anything you throw does like a shitload of damage.
Alright, my initiative is... I don't think I have improved initiative, so it's just the die roll and your dexterity, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Alright, so I got a 13.
Jade.
Mine's just 4.
Jade, I would like to make an argument.
Oh?
I would like to roll for initiative using my athletics. My argument being that I am swinging this big sword around, and I just hucked it at that one that I killed.
Killed?
Like, so instead, or made it explode at the very least.
Oh no, the target you hit was not what exploded.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the little orb that Flicker was investigating. The sword just hit it
Oh.
and did nothing.
Oh, I'm dumb. Alright.
It's
Yeah,
a
so, like,
damage
wait.
substitution situation.
Oh. Okay, well, still my argument. I'm being athletic.
Sure.
Hooray,
For
that's a
initiative-
13.
Anybody who wants to roll a discovery check may roll it in place of their initiative, as I've mentioned before.
I got a 7, by the way, actually. I keep forgetting that it's not giving me, like, a total on my initiative because I have 3 dexterity. I rolled a 4.
Okay, real quick. What was everyone's numbers?
I used my order skill and rolled a 9.
9.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 7.
I used
13.
perception,
Guys,
23.
it's easy as gonna try at least to communicate despite the now escalating situation.
Soba.
Something walking up to grab her leg as the first step of conversation is not a great way to start a conversation.
Yeah.
Nope.
I want to
Wait.
say Flicker might have intervened there if he wasn't focused on pondering the orb.
What was Vodalak's initiative? Sorry.
13.
13 you said? Okay.
Yes, I rolled the same as Rodlek.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. How do you do tiebreakers in this game? I don't remember. You
If
just-
it's the players, if it's the players, then you decide amongst the players based on who wants to go first. If it's the player and an NPC, I always give it to the players.
Everyone like, so we could decide this like adults, or we could do rollies for it. Vegas.
Sorry, yes?
Oh, you distracted. You can go first then. I'm sorry.
No, you can go first.
Okay. I was trying to be a child, just say like, all right, let's just roll dice and see who wins.
Oh, alright, I'll roll.
Yeah. All right. I rolled a 9. Okay. All right, that's garbage. Oh no.
20!
All right, yeah, Rodalek goes
Let's go.
first.
Thank you for using up Rodalex 20.
Yeah. I like rolling dice. We don't get to roll dice as often as I
Shiny
like.
Mass Rocco click clack sound.
Exactly.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it
Yes!
in
My
my
bones.
toes.
These motherfuckers mean to harm us, and they got to go.
I am the closest thing to a bard we have.
Yeah.
True.
To be fair, their motives have not fully been established.
Yeah. Man.
Alright, so, who goes first?
I believe Vikas had the highest. You said you were in
Alright,
the 20s,
Kas.
right?
Oh, yeah, 23. All right. I have to look at what I can. Oh, good. Oh, this is very, very nice. For some
Yeah?
reason, last time I saved my spells, my character, none of my spells saved. Not
Oh, no.
not one.
Oh no.
All right, this is fun. Let's see if we can figure this out.
Hooray!
Um,
Sorry, I must have waited for just a short second.
Me actually put this
Okay.
into proper spaces.
I'm gonna go with my like easy one, and then I'll try to fill this out in the meantime. Okay, I'm just going to throw a phase bolt at something. What's close to me? That guy there, the triangle man.
Triangle man?
Yeah.
Triangle.
Oh, right.
Triangle man.
He does hate Persian man. He really does.
His eyes always seem to be watching everybody simultaneously. The top is slowly rotating in a circle.
21.
Is that on against AC?
I think.
Jeez.
It just says spell attack, so I'm going with yes.
Okay. Yes, that is a miss.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
Unless it has any circumstance bonuses to AC, like a shield or cover.
No, it's just a
Okay, cool.
it's flat right now. It's just
Yeah, no worries.
all right. It begins to spin more rapidly, and it begins to seek out. Yeah, it. Sorry, my brain. It begins to spin more rapidly, and its blades begin to lower. All three of them pointing in your general direction on each pass. All of the floating orbs move at this time here. For this moment, that is its activation, which means we go to Rodolak.
Okay. So, I'm going to use my opportunity to do my ability, which is to expeditious introspection to start off. It's a free action. I observe my surroundings, and with great speed, I can recall knowledge, seek, or sense motive.
Okay.
So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look at those pedestals in the back and make a observation. Is this in relation to my current investigation, which I currently have as the tibium trouble?
As a matter of fact, it is not. And that
Really?
alone is, I believe, the information that you receive. Like that answer alone is the information, I believe.
Okay, so can I look at those pedestals and
Absolutely.
use sense motive on that?
Yes.
All right, sensing motive. That is a critical failure.
Yikes.
Off to a good start.
You do start.
So, what
You do start each
skill do I
game-
use for that?
You
I
do
start
start
each game
each with one extra platinum in addition to whatever coins you had before.
Yeah, if I recall, I've got 3 gold and 1 platinum. I'm going to use that platinum to re-roll that because, good
Sure.
lord, that is...
It's a
Here we
bad
go.
way. It's an inauspicious start, shall we say?
We have no idea if the sus is a speck on the perf al. The killer is probably an Edaba. Detective.
Jesus Christ.
That's
That almost rolled to a 20. That almost rolled over to that 20.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm rolling that. I'm using one of my. The golds don't regenerate, correct?
Correct. Well, yeah. You gain a new platinum each session. None of them
Alright,
regenerate.
I'm going
per
to
se.
use. I'm going to use one of my gold to add to this.
Add to a D4. Okay.
I will add a D4 to this. Where's my D4?
Mhm.
There we go. Here we go, folks. Oh, I got a 3. Fuck. It was a 3.
Yeah. Fine.
It keeps landing on there. Oh, there it goes.
So there we go. So 8 plus my, I believe it's my perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a 17.
All right. This fancy lad right here appears to be trying to disrupt the pedestal for reasons and methods you can't quite tell. It has as yet been unsuccessful.
Do the pedestals look, how old, based on what I can see here, the crystals look like they've been there for quite a while?
Ancient times.
Okay. Alright then. I'm going to use my action.
And you know what ancient times means in this setting.
Yeah. I'm going to use my action to, I believe, devise stratagem on the Tri-Drone. So I will roll a intelligence roll. To determine. Okay, 15 plus all of my modifiers for that. That would be a 19. This is not in relation to the investigation, so I don't get a bonus to that. But one of the things that I have is against the Tri-Drone. So my next attack against the Tri-Drone will have like I get to use my intelligence modifier and add extra damages to it. But also, what I'm going to do is, as part of that, I can attempt. I would also like when I'm devising a stratagem, I can also attempt to recall knowledge as part of that action.
Mm-hmm.
If I critically succeed, I notice a weakness and gain a +1 circumstance bonus.
All right.
So right now I am at a 19. So let's roll. If I get a critical success on this knowledge check, that's not likely.
No, that is.
Okay. Alright then. That is all I can do. Because I had to use my bonus action to do my keen recollection, so I can't really attack right now.
Alright. Then that is your turn. Soba!
Yay!
I do believe it is your turn. Also, I give you a reminder of things.
I'm sorry, what?
Also, I DM'd you a thing, just to remind you of something.
You did. Okay. Jade,
I am
give
Jade.
me just a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna DM you a thing because my brain, I feel like, is turned off.
Huh?
My brain turned off a second. I feel like I missed a step.
Oh. No, that's all.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. So that thing over there is trying to grab the crystal. So can Soba see that, or is the eye line broken?
See what?
The guy trying to lift the thing over here.
Yes, I can. I'll say yes. The Rodelax saw it, so
Okay.
I'll say that you did as well.
Okay. And this guy is doing what?
Glowering and doing things that you cannot that have not been setting up things in motions that have not been made apparent to you yet.
Soba do not understand. Soba does not understand what is going on, and that makes Soba angry. Soba
Fair.
rages. She's gonna come over to this guy over here, and she is going to try and pick him up and just throw him away from CC.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I'm going to make a grapple check. I count as a size larger, so do I... Actually, wait, he's a small creature, and when I'm raging, I count as a large creature. Does that mean... What does that mean as far as, like, grappling is concerned? Like, as far as you're concerned? Because I know in base rules, it's, like, a +2 for every size category.
I mean, please explain. Grappling is like one of the memes of any tabletop system, right? So.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But yes, we can just you can apply the +2 twice.
Okay. Shit, alright. So I rolled a 1. I still have a gold coin, so I'm going to add a d4 to that. A 4, okay. That makes it a 5, that's better. Not by much. So I add my athletics to that, so that's +12, so that's 16, 17. So that comes out to a 21 versus its fortitude. Wait, hang on, is it fortitude? Give me a moment. It's fortitude DC.
Fortitude check in this it would be opposed, right?
No, it's DC. Grapple goes off of enemy DCs because I guess they want to make it more consistent. I don't know. I'm literally looking at it right now.
Just to save time on dice rolls back and forth.
Yeah.
Fair enough. 21, you said?
Yeah, he has to be. Yeah, so as I beat his DC, I have him grabbed.
So when it says fort plus something, I assume that that implies a dice roll. So I assume that the passive is 10 plus that.
Yes, 10 plus that. Yes. That works.
Then that does. Then that is not enough.
Oh. Fun. All right, so Soba's gonna try and grab him with her free hand. It's gonna wiggle out, and Soba is just going to hit it. Use her final action to just hit him.
Just to go bonk. Does the grab count as an attack though? Are you at a second
It does
attack return?
not, which is funny.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I like marshals in this system so much versus 5e where they suck. So that is a that is a 23 to hit.
Does hit.
Okay, so that is then 1d12 plus. Okay, so that's 7 plus 4, so that's 11 plus my rage. My rage is... I'm sorry. Plus 6. So that's... So that is 17 damage.
Alright.
And I think that is everything I can do. Yeah, so Soba just, like, tries to grab it. He kind of wiggles out of it, and she just brings her sword down over his head. Just... Poof. Does it look like it hurts it at all, or...?
Give me a quick perception check.
Okay. I got 10 perceptions. That might be good. This is 27.
Your sword bounces off of the creature's head in a way that seems incorrect. It seems like that's just not how it was supposed to happen. Out of the corner of your eye, you saw one of those orbs get cleaved at exactly the angle that your sword was at.
Soba very confused.
Would I be able to...
Like she just kind of blinks twice, like very slowly. She does not understand.
Would I be able to deduce based on what happened there?
Yes.
All right. Can I roll something for that? Would that be an Arcana check?
I think honestly that you would be able to deduce that with it as a perception check.
All right. Can I roll then?
Absolutely.
Or should... Okay. I'm going to just roll.
Mhm.
Pop. That's an 11.
You get the basics. You know that you bonk it and something else pops, but no, nothing. You're not getting any bonuses off of that check.
Yeah, damn it.
I mean, it's,
I'm
yeah.
trying to piece together what's happening here.
Mm-hmm. All right. This creature here is going to attempt to less politely grab the tibium.
Mhm.
Does a 25 hit?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is this a grapple or an attack?
Grapple.
Oh, CC, what's your fortitude DC?
Plus 11.
So that's a 21.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it grabs your leg and starts to just yank it. At this point, it is. This may have been less aggressive if you if things had gone slightly differently, but things didn't go slightly differently, and it is trying to impolitely acquire your leg.
Yes, that is my leg.
Oh, so that leg is for personal use? I understand now.
Yeah, it doesn't detach so easily.
That is going to be 10 damages.
Ouch.
This one over here, is still yanking on the pedestal. It is Cece's turn.
I think her first thing that she's gonna try to do is she's gonna try is to, in what little way she can to de-escalate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
She'll try to use her order thing again and try to communicate through the chorus as she's like semi-understanding.
Okay.
That's my leg. Please don't try and pull the. What? Why are you attacking us? And that's a 9.
Do you want to reroll that?
Yeah, I think I will spend a hero point on it. I'll spend another hero point on it. I'll use all 3.
I don't know.
Why not?
It keeps.
12.
Okay.
You could try using one of your gold points, maybe, to get that up to maybe a 14 if you're lucky.
I don't think I have another gold coin right now.
I think we all earned 3 gold coins.
I haven't been tracking the coins very well. I've just been keeping the hero points on my sheet. Every session adding another one, but it's been stuck at 3 for a long time.
Can I give her one of my own to potentially use?
Well, we're gonna go. I mean, yes, you can. Since Granny Biscuit's event, you do have the ability to trade any of these dice augmentations, but you don't have to. We can go with this right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the 12. I don't know what.
Yeah, you broke the DC of 10 after quite some time.
Yay! After all 3 heroes.
Yay!
there is confusion and a response of both, why do you have this? What do you mean? What are you doing? You're not one of us yet.
No, I'm not one of you.
Then you're not ready.
One of the other ones touched my leg, and now it's like this?
Yes.
So what are you trying to get me ready for?
Yes. So this mono, next in the initiative order is this monodrone over here who's gonna fly in. And is going to throw a rock at Vodalak.
They do what?
You have a rock inbound.
Oh boy. I guess I have a reflex save.
Just an AC, actually.
Oh boy. Okay.
That is not that. Does your AC, does an 18 hit you?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay. Do roll me roll me an Arcana on this one, though.
You. Oh. I'm gonna re-roll that with a lore check.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You can do that. Oh
my
goodness!
Oh.
What is going on?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't get the pop-up for it. What'd you get?
I got a.
Oh,
I started
no.
I started with an 18, and now it's a 16.
Oh.
I don't suppose you take the larger of the two.
No.
No.
Flicker, you're up.
That's the saddest. That's the saddest no I've ever heard in my life.
No.
So, the thing that I was observing fell apart and turned into leaves, which is interesting. They're apparently turning color. I feel like I should probably spend or at least an action, to try and figure that out. Would that be plausible?
Sure. Roll something. You can make a strong argument for crafting here.
Yeah, because mechanical things don't normally turn into leaves.
Ooh.
18. Yeah, this
That's like
passes.
mid-30s, isn't it?
Yeah.
The orb that exploded and in front of you. The scrap metal is slowly morphing and reshaping itself into leaves. It is still metal, and if you pick a piece up, or grab the piece that probably landed on your clothing, it is not tibium.
But regular metal?
Yep.
Okay. I'm still not 100% sure what this means. From a player perspective, anyway.
Oh. Brainwave. Oh.
Yes.
This might not be right. I can't make the I can't say it right now, but I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah, make a note on that.
Think about it very hard.
You still have actions.
I'm gonna use one of my inventions.
What are the names of these robots again?
Tri, Duo, Monodrone, and then these are simply called orbs.
The race, I mean, the race.
Oh, Modrons.
Thank you.
I guess I'm gonna just with not much really that I can think of, aside from seeing that guy messing around with that crystal, which I have no.
Well, I mean,
real-
CC is under attack.
Yeah, I know. I see who's close to her, so I
Okay,
am
fair enough.
fairly certain that's covered. So I guess I'm gonna flavor this as like a bola launcher this time, but I'm essentially gonna use the net launcher to try and like wrap around his like legs there. That sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's. Yet again, I keep forgetting like what I'm supposed to calculate into the attack. Oh yeah, the. I guess my
Pardon.
gun attack. So that's a plus 13. Uh, 11 plus 13, that's 24.
That does hit.
All right, so I guess so like Flicker loads up like a little specialty ball and puts it in the cannon and aims and shoots. You see it fly before it spreads apart into like a really long line, and before it wraps itself around the Tridrone's legs.
All right. With the tops constantly spinning, the Tridrone does have its legs enwrapped. Does that bind or does that reduce mobility? I don't remember.
Well, I'm reflavoring the net launcher, so it might bind in this instance. Because I imagine it reduces it stops him from moving and it makes him refocus.
All right, that is significant. They're bound.
Because yeah, we I still have an action left, so I'm unsure what to do aside from move it. So I examined the metal leaves. I shot at the drone.
Mm-hmm. You have one action left, I believe.
I don't have a direct shot on this guy.
No. You can see him through the tree, but no, you do not have a direct shot.
Okay. I really need to start trying to use my additional abilities, I guess. So I feel like I don't use them enough, but we don't have that much combat either. Well, not regular combat anyway.
Yeah.
Clockwork celerity. You can use unstable clockwork devices in your invader. Oh yeah, no, that's overcharging. Lightning reflex or lightning fast. Your proficiency rank for reflex saves. Yeah, I don't got nothing. I guess I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
Move there, and it's just so we're not clumped up in case of big bang attacks, I guess. That's all I got.
All right. Koss, you are up.
All right. Well, I have reconstructed some of my spells, and instead of doing something interesting, I'm going to do the thing that I always do, which is explode.
Beam.
Step right there, and I'm just gonna shoot. 1, 2, 3. From my place to there, I'm shooting a beam.
All right.
Okay, and
Roll it against these three.
it's a saving throw against DC 21.
DC 21, is it? All right.
Yep.
What kind of saving throw?
Reflex, sorry.
Reflex, got it. Pass. And I'm pretty sure the other two won't. Oh, that one did. Alright.
Good for him.
2 pass, 1 fail. What happens on these things?
I have to do damage now. Sorry,
Hooray.
brain is functioning at full force right now.
Excuse me.
Zinte.
Bless you.
12 damage.
Half on a miss or no?
Do. I think no. I think they don't take anything on a miss. If they save.
Okay, then only the one, then only one of them explodes. Because the others
Okay.
are saved.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's me.
That's your whole turn?
Yeah.
Don't you get 3? That was all 3 actions?
Yes.
All right.
Because I'm sustaining it, and it does more damage next turn.
Ah. Okay. So, gonna need some checks from people.
Yay.
What
I
kind of
need to
check?
see a DC 22 will save from Rodolak, Koss, and Soba, whomst are close enough.
What kind of check?
DC 22 will.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Luckily, I have a pretty
that's a
high will.
25.
The problem is, I've been rolling Garbo today.
I rolled a 22.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's a 12, and with my will save, that is a 21.
All right. Let me see here. Where's my... All right. The Tri-Drone attempts to move forward, fails, sort of stumbles, but does not entirely fall over, propping itself up with one of its spears, and then lets out what would be best translated as a scream, though you don't so much hear it with your ears so much as you hear it with your inner ear. It's more of just a disorientation, a twist of vertigo that is floods across all of you.
Don't like that.
Yeah, that's not great.
That is... Oh, jeez.
Can we speak with the Tri-Drone's manager?
That is 18 damages to Rodolak and half to the others.
Oh boy. Alright.
Ouch. It's like most of my hit points.
Oh man, I have 88 hit points left. Oh no, what do I do? Oh, that hurt Soba's feelings!
What am I gonna do with all these hit points?
With this call, the orders, if you will, the intentions of all of the other Madrons turn more aggressive. CC, this is very obvious to you as the duo drone who you were just talking to, who seemed more confused and irate. You see the shift to murderous in its eyes. And this one turns away from the panel. And we are over to Rodolak.
All right, I'm going to attempt to use that stratagem that I had devised to come up here, and I'm going to try and knock him over I'm going to use my stratagem to knock over the spear to knock him over on his side with my finesse weapon,
Okay.
which I believe is my lion scythe,
Yes, the sickle.
and follow up with my main gauche. So I'll use
Okay.
I'll use the main gauche to knock him over, and the lion scythe to attack him.
Sounds good.
Okay, so that I have already rolled my number for that, which was my intelligence modifier, which was I had rolled a 15, and that is a 19, and I believe I'm not sure if I add anything else to that. You don't add like a competency modifier. Do you add your level to that or no?
Proficiency equivalent thereof?
Yeah.
I would assume so.
Oh yeah, I've got a proficiency of 9 on that. So
Yeah.
That
so
makes a lot more sense. That number makes more sense now.
Yeah, so I rolled basically I got 19, so that is a 28 total.
Yeah, that's enough to knock down. Wait, is that a reflex save or is that against AC?
No, that's just against AC.
Well, okay, they rolled they are on the ground.
Okay, so and the follow-up attack, so I can roll my damage now, which is I roll 3d6.
That's a solid hit.
Yeah, it's nice. Where's my d6? 1, 2, 3. Roll. Come here. Here we go. Let's see how well I do. Roll, 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 roll.
Oh boy.
I can't read those. I got a 12 for my damage.
All right.
Plus the I believe. Do I add my intelligence because it's my stratagem?
Yes.
All right, so that is a 16 damage, and he's probably prone since I knocked him over.
All right. Some of the bits nearby it explode, but it appears as if your blade has turned. But you can reroll that Arcana or Perception or check from earlier.
I would like to do that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
First, Arcana. That is a 19, so that is a 22. Sorry, 32. 32.
Okay. Energy interception is a very common thing in magic. It's something that you're used to. Any counterspell and half of the non-projectile spells use some form of it. It doesn't seem possible to your understanding of magics that they would be able to transfer kinetic energy, but that appears to be what's happening.
So it's trying to transfer kinetic energy when I hit him?
Yep, and when you hit it, the bits nearby it, the orbs that are floating around it, shatter with the kinetic energy of your attack.
I look over at the rest of the party and I'm going to relay instruction instead of attempting my bon mot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're using the bits to diffuse the damage. Attack them first.
As in the orbs.
Yes, attack the orbs.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
One of you attack the orbs, the rest of you maintain interference.
I can do the orbs.
And Flicker, that tracks with what you saw as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously.
Like I said, it's like I figured they were some kind of temp health, I guess.
Analysis ho. As in, we're going on an adventure for analysis, not that I'm an analysis ho.
But
you are
little from column A, little from column B. Soba.
Yes. So here's the bit thing, but also like there is one of the squishier members of the party has someone trying to grab their leg. So she's gonna, instead of trying the grab action, she's going to try the shove action. Which is very similar, honestly. I have no idea why they're not the same thing. It does not make any sense why they're not the same thing. They literally work the exact same. But
the outcome is different, so it has to be a whole separate set of rules.
And probably a feat too.
Exactly. No, it's not a feat. I mean, there are feats that work with shove, I think, but yeah, no, you're right.
Oh, there's feats that work with shoving but not grappling. Yeah, obviously. Then it has to be
of course.
3 different abilities.
So, I have to I get to make a push my opponent away from me. I make an athletics check against their fortitude DC. So that is a 21. Does that do anything?
Against their what now?
Against their fortitude save. Their fortitude DC. Sorry, not their fortitude save.
A 21 was it? I don't even
21.
know why I rolled. That's not actually a roll check.
Yeah.
That exactly connects.
Alright, so I get to shove them 10 feet in a direction I want, but I have to go with them. So I say that he goes exactly here. And that way I don't have to move. Yeah, so Soba just kind of grabs this guy and just with a clothesline just spins him round to be over
Suplex.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. It just kind of positions herself so that she's between Koss and CC and the robots. Because, I mean,
Please,
Rodelac-
please do not stand
Rodelac-
between Cass and the robots.
okay. Okay, Cass and this
Fair, though.
robot.
That's actually very fair.
You have an angle. You have an angle.
I do. I just want to be sure. I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, no, fuck, you cannot hurt Soba in a way that matters.
Don't hurt Sober emotionally.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
going to say, does the dog bite? No, but he can hurt you in other ways.
Aw.
That seems to-
Yeah. Point is, Soba knows that Rodelac is doing his thing. But she wants to just basically try and put herself between as much of the party and the robots as she can. So that's what she's doing.
Alright.
Then she's going to is there an orb nearby? Do these all count, or are you deleting these as they go?
I'm deleting them as they get shredded.
Okay. So Soba is going to throw her sword at this one.
At which one?
This one?
This one. I'm gonna roll a
For-
1.
First of all, with that roll, no, you're not. but
Yeah.
second of all, I will say, if I do believe if you make a range attack against against another creature while you are in melee with a creature, bad things
Oh
happen.
yeah, I
to
get
you.
a minus. I get a -2. Yeah, I get a -2 on it.
And an opportunity attack, don't you?
Not unless they have opportunity attack as one of their actions. Opportunity attack is a feat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's not just
Do
the
they-
default anymore.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Did these?
I'm just
Do these guys have a feat?
Pathfinder really does throw me for a loop so much.
Do these guys have the
Everyone is a
opportunity attack feat?
millipede. There's so many feats.
Jade?
Hmm?
Do these ones have the feat?
I mean, are you going through with that attack? I'm just making you
I mean,
aware
you know,
of the
now that you're saying,
function of
now
the
that you're
attack.
saying that, no. Now instead, I'm just going to just hit this guy twice. So, yeah, I'm gonna just hit this guy instead.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 7 plus 14. So that's a 21 to hit.
Exact hit.
All right. Do I even bother to roll damage, or are you just gonna blow up the orb?
You moved it away from the closest orb. Now there is not any orbs that are very close to it. Roll damage.
Oh, all right then. 1d12 plus
Yeah.
plus 10, 22 damage.
Oh
Also,
snap!
they
That's a
have
high.
to be-
That is a lot of damages.
Also, they have to be nearby. Also, okay.
Yep, this is what you have just learned. Where's? Nice.
Wait, did we put a striking rune on this?
I know it gave you a rune. It was up to you.
Yeah,
to
you
keep
gave me the
track of that.
returning rune, but I don't know if we put a striking rune on it too. I'm noticing a lot of my inventory is like really old, like stuff that I know I've used. I think Path Builder had a rollback or something. I don't know.
Well, that would track with what Koss was saying about spells too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
okay.
it was saved. I don't know why it would be gone.
My returning rune is gone too.
Well, we know you have it.
Yeah, okay, so I don't know. How do we want to rule on a striking rune? Because I swear I asked for one, I just don't know if it actually got put on. A striking rune just makes it a +1 weapon.
Yeah, yeah, you have that.
Okay. So I add a 1 to that. So what did I roll? I'm dumb.
23.
I rolled a 12. So, no, I rolled a... Oh yeah, no, I rolled a... Is a 20... Yeah, so it's a 23 total, yeah.
Yeah.
23 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you threw me off, I'm sorry. And... I guess... so we're gonna hit him again.
All right.
So that is... I do a plus... So it's a +9 to hit this time. So that is not enough, I bet.
That is not enough.
But, yeah. Okay, so according to Path Builder, in order to have a returning rune, you have to have a striking rune. So yeah, that must have had a striking rune.
That makes sense.
Yep, alright. Alright,
That
and
you?
I guess that's the end of Soba's turn, yeah.
All right, Soba. Incoming attacks.
Alright.
Give me a second here.
You cannot hurt Soba. Soba is protected by friendship and many muscle. Mostly muscle.
The small creature pulls off one of its hands at the wrist, exposing a long blade that it is now holding in the remaining hand that is connected. And it will take a slice at your midsection. That's a 31. I'm gonna assume that one hits.
Let me double check rage real quick. Oh yeah, it does. It does.
And then next attack is a 22. How does that feel?
That feels like, wait, hang on. I take a -1 AC when I'm raging. That's a meets it.
Mitsu?
That meets it, yep.
Oh, that meets it. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know how you're rolling beats it, or not. I don't know.
Meets. Jeez, okay. That is 14 damage off the first attack and another 10 off the second. That's its whole turn.
Okay. 24 damage.
Yep.
Oh, you're making Soba bleed. This new feeling is nice.
And this critter over here is going to start running towards everybody. Now, this guy here is the closest in form to what you had seen before. That is a thing to mention. Cece, it is your turn.
Hmm. Difficult position to be in because she's learned by now. Do not stand in front of cars.
I'm looking at the positioning, and Rodolak has not learned this.
Very good.
Apologies, Rodolak.
Learned what?
Beam.
Do not stand in front of the laser face.
Yep. Well, I mean, I didn't really. I mean, it was the only way I could. I was trying to knock him over. I knocked him over,
Yeah.
hoping to like throw him off on that one. Also, he has faces in every direction, so there's not many opportunities for me to avoid it.
No, you're fine. I'll figure something out. This will be funny.
True. But Cece's turn right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she has an idea. She'll try to cover for Rodolak, I think. I'm just trying to figure out how to make my movement for that. she will go to here. And release her spooters.
Let's go, Spooter.
Let's go, Spooderman.
So there's one comes up on the side here, and then the other one goes 5, 10, 15. So the one is going to try to grab Rodolak.
Get down, Mr. President.
It's gonna try and grab him and drag him out of the way. As basically it's just a thread of steel wire goes, it suddenly shoots around Rodolak's waist and then tugs.
I'm actually gonna have Magus roll a reflex.
Alright. Good thing my reflex is so good. I'm amazing at my reflexes, and that's a 2. I got a 10. Sorry, I got a 12.
You know what? That means you failed to dodge the spider.
Yep,
Yep.
all according to plan.
Yeah. Just calculated, right? It's entirely calculated.
Calculated! I've always been the worst at dodgeball! And the other spooter is going to try to tamper with the duodrone and restrict its weapon so that it can't keep stabbing Silva.
Okay.
Which is
Crafting.
the real weirdly explained skill. Craft check against their reflex DC. Oh yeah, so that's just a 24.
Wait, was it against again?
Reflex DC.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that is... Yep, you're good.
And I assume it's not a crit success.
No, it is not a crit success, no. It's actually very close.
So, do -2 to attack and damage rolls. And it affects all of its actions on its next turn, and then it ends at the start of my next turn unless it takes an action to remove it.
Alright.
And that's all I got.
Okie doke. I'm going to leave this up to fate on what this guy does. Let's find out what his action is. Alright. It is going to come here and attempt to disentangle its... Well, I'll say its leader, though, because it's not terribly hard to deduce that. And it is going to make use all of its actions to cut off the bola. That will be its entire turn, though.
Neat.
And Flicker, it is now your turn. You have seen all of the unfoldings over here with the duodrone being hit and all that.
Yeah. Wait, the duodrone was hidden?
Hit.
Oh, okay. Right, so, since 1, 2... Okay, so I'm gonna destroy this, shoot this.
Mm-hmm.
And what else is in range?
There's another one behind you.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them can, since they have these range.
Right.
So the only two here of any importance seem to be this one and maybe this one, so...
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So let's shoot this one first. See if we hit. 2 plus 13, does 15, does that hit?
So 15 hit.
Yeah.
Almost, but not quite. You could hit it with a gold if you wanted.
I shall use up the gold then.
Right, roll a d4. If that rolled a 1, I would have laughed very hard. Yes, that does hit then.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like one of those. The fact that you made me roll it meant that, like, yeah, it needs to be at least a.
Yeah, it's an AC 17 on the bits.
Yeah. I just suppose that any damage just destroys it.
Correct. Yes, I already took it off.
All right. And then I guess second shot at this.
You do not have line of sight to that one.
Oh.
You can see that it's there, but you don't have a good beat on it to attack.
All right, then I guess I'll move here.
Okay.
And, hold on. Okay,
Yeah.
this one hits. Yeah.
All right.
It's that. All right, that's about all I got.
All right, and we come back to Kos.
All right. I'm going to do round 2 of Inner Radiance Torrent, which means that the beam goes 120 feet now, doubles the length, and it does 8d4 damage.
That okay?
Same DC 21 reflex save.
All right. Ooh. The
Okay,
large
I'm
one
just-
does.
For
ahead.
some reason, I'm not getting the like the log in Tabletop Sim is not working.
Oh,
So I
you
cannot-
did 19 total.
Cool.
Right, that does hit the big one. The duo drone actually made its save barely though. The one behind it, but
Yay.
so it went full blast into the first one.
That's a 19 damage, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you said it passed the 19 save, and I was like, ah.
Save is 21. Don't worry.
21. Yes.
21.
All right. So that is heavy damage onto the tri-drone, which is not insignificant. You actually left a fairly sizable mark on where? Where'd you hit it?
Center mass.
Center of mass, so right on its lips.
I gave it a big old glowing smooch. Also, apologies to CC, but if you end your turn next to me next round, you're taking a point of force damage.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, I see.
I'm glowing a little bit.
Delicious radiation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What else have you on your turn?
Oh no, that's 3 actions.
Oh, that's 3 actions. I got you.
Oh yeah.
The tri-drone calls out, and all of the bits begin to condense and move. There is a note. Actually, roll me an insight, if you would be so kind, Cece.
Oh, look.
You mean perception?
Insights remains
Yeah.
not a skill in this.
It continues to annoy me.
Uh-huh.
It's a 20.
All right. The tone of its song has shifted into a slightly more fearful note. And this particular one here there.
Oh, wait, red.
Oh, it's spicy now.
I don't like the look of that.
It's a jalapeno popper.
Oh
It's
no.
a 3 a.m. jalapeno fluffer.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's come for us! It's come for revenge!
Usually those don't come for revenge until 6 a.m.
That is true.
Alright, that, as far as you are aware, is its turn, and we go to Rodolak.
Okay.
And yes, the
Alrighty.
color change is diegetic.
All right, so, given the situation here, I should probably... I'm going to make a move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to use Bon Mot on the Tri-Drone and take cover behind the bits.
Does that require
I'm
you to
going-
share a language?
I am able to speak Celestial.
These creatures are not able
Celestials-
to speak.
They don't speak Celestial?
Not exactly. Not in any way that you would understand it.
Let me, double check.
However, you are... Actually, here's Cece. Question for you.
Yes, I am Cece.
When you were relaying Rodolak's message into the Madran tongue before, tell me what form that took.
I
Most
think
of
she was
their
just trying to, like, essentially just be a relay, basically, like, pass the message through herself rather than actually just repeating the message for him.
Okay. And you didn't mention that in any way that Rodolak would be conscious of.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, since I don't know, I'm going to attempt it anyway.
That's fair.
As I look over by the bits, I say, "This statement is false!" in Celestial. Jury's out that this is going to work. So I make a diplomacy roll.
All right. What I'd like to see here, just because of things, you know. Cece, you may use an action of your next turn if you can pass a reflex check now to effectively assist this.
Yeah, I'll try. That's a 18.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Eh?
18!
Dude!
With my diplomacy, that makes this a 30.
Nice.
And against their will save. If I get a critical success, they get a bunch of negatives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is in fact a critical success.
Alright, they have a -3 status penalty to perception and will saves for a full minute.
There
They can
is
attempt to end this early with their own retort, but it either requires a single action that has concentrate or an appropriate skill to frame their retort. But they have to take at least one action.
E.
And the retort needs to be a linguistic charisma-based skill action.
Makes sense. Cece, you realize that other people can't actually hear this in the same way. It's a tingle of the inner ear, in the way that normally you can hear through, through, well, your ears. This is more like you're hearing it through your inner ear. Little strange movements in perception and vertigo and angles that other people might simply consider to be a bit of illness or feeling a bit under the weather is the sense of their communication. But you can hear it clearly enough that you realize now that other people might not be recognizing it. You are able to relay this information, and the sheer absurdity of it does definitely set them a bit off balance, with confusion and fear that they were able to communicate. Rodolak, do you have any other actions for your turn?
I think I can really question. I don't have any of Tibium on my person, correct?
I don't believe that you do.
Okay. Because I don't think I could really do anything else right now, because my ability to do device stratagem is entirely dependent on, as a like free action, is entirely dependent on my ability to be in the investigation with this, and I don't currently have any investigations involving these guys.
If I may... Oh, no, wait. Weren't the mod runs one of your investigations?
I had the Gripply experiment and the Tibium trouble as my two investigations active, and you said it was neither of them.
No. These guys are. The pedestal is not.
Oh, well then I can do my device stratagem for free on the Tridrone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Make that roll then.
Sorry for not being clear on that, because before you were checking the pedestal itself. The pedestal is not related.
All right, so I'm going to be rolling this, and I'm going to be adding 13 to this. That is a 25.
All right, and that's just stockpiled for...
Yeah, for the next time I hit him.
All right. And I believe you have a third action. You could take a swing at one of the bits if you wanted.
Oh, all right, I'll try it. Can I use my stratagem or no?
You do not have to. The bits do not have very high AC.
Okay, then I won't then. So I roll to hit. That is a 19.
That hits.
All right, I roll 1d6.
It shatters.
Add my strength. Oh, okay.
No, they
I got
they
a
have a hit
6
point.
too. Oh.
Ah, then it definitely shatters. And it shatters in the same way that that Flicker had mentioned before. The sphere cracks, falls to the ground, and begins to discolor. The shards look like they begin to rapidly take the shape of the leaves that they land among. Soba.
Yes.
Hi.
Alright. Hi. So this orb next to us that is glowing bright red, do I notice anything weird about it? Other than it being red?
Oh, no, it looks extremely angry. It is vibrating unsettlingly, whereas the other ones sort of float and move around, and it was very specifically placed as close to you guys as possible.
I feel like it's gonna explode.
Insert that one meme about the N64 soccer game or arcade game intro from the build.
So does it have physical existence?
Yep. It's the little metal orb that's floating.
I want to throw it.
Okay.
I'm surprised you're not kicking it.
I mean, functionally, like realistically, it would be a kick, but like, throw is like, better.
There is a very important difference between hitting it with kinetic energy with a kick and throwing it. That may be important.
All right. Okay, fair. Fair.
I'm
I'm...
full, but still.
Just saying.
All right. Okay. Fine. What kind of creature does it count as, or does it count as an object?
These actually count as objects.
Oh, cool. That means there's no check. Awesome. Soba's going to pick it up and she's going to throw it as far as she can. Which is like, I mean, I don't know, pretty far.
The orb?
She has a
Orbit.
yeah, the orb. Yeah, if the
Orb.
orb
Why don't
counts
you-
as an object.
Have you
Sorry, what?
considered throwing the orb at one of their faces?
Have you considered pondering the orb?
Technically,
Yeah, I've
Oh,
pondered it and I've
pondering
decided
aloud.
this is
What would
probably a
happen
hand
if you-
grenade of some kind.
what would happen if you did that? If the bit does 1 HP damage to the target and diffuses the 1 HP damage?
Yeah, you know what? You have
That's an
convinced Soba.
interesting idea. What would
You have
happen if they got
convinced
hit by
Soba.
their own diffusion orb?
Okay, so it counts as a simple ranged weapon. What is the range on a simple ranged weapon? I'm going to...
1530.
It's simple.
I think since you're throwing it, I think it's nigh unlimited.
Alright. Hang on. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Like every ranged weapon, every thrown ranged weapon has its own...
Yeah.
Which one?
Just count it as a dart.
Okay, alright.
It's me.
That works.
It's,
What's
it's,
range on a dart? Dart Pathfinder 2E. What is it?
It's
dart,
20.
Its range is 20 feet. Okay. So I'm going to throw it at 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to throw it at this guy, which means I take a -2 because it's outside the first range increment.
this guy. Or...
This guy. Because
Okay.
if this thing explodes like Soba thinks it will, she doesn't want to throw it like right next to her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wisdom.
I'll just throw it. Soba can be smart sometimes. So that is a 18 -2. That's a 16. Even if I don't hit it, it still throws. So
Yeah, yeah.
you just get to decide where it falls, like around him. Yeah. Soba just picks it up and just throws it. Now that does count as an attack, though.
Mm-hmm.
So Soba's going to... then she's going to use her second attack
Well,
to try and hit this guy in front of her.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I assumed I missed. I'm sorry.
Well, you still hit the ground.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
sorry,
I
ground.
need you to roll damage.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oversized throw.
No. Just check Discord and then start hitting the dice buttons.
Oh no!
Hooray!
I think that's as many as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 28 damage.
A fireball erupts from the bit.
Oh no! Everyone, run away from red orb. Blue orb, okay for now, I think.
Did we start a forest fire?
Soap, I hope so.
That's-
This close to
Oh, no.
town?
Oh no, it's the night's barbecue all over again.
Oh no. Alright, what else do you do on your turn?
She's gonna keep trying to hit this guy in front of her, cause like, fuck. Okay, yeah, no, that's a miss. I know that's a miss.
Yeah.
final thing, she's going to bully it more. She's going to try and shove it. Actually, she's going to try and grapple it, actually.
Okay.
So
That'll
that
do.
is 17 plus... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 17 plus 12. That didn't get it. I'd be disappointed.
No, it absolutely does, especially with the penalties that Cece's imposing on it.
Alright, yeah, so she's gonna just grab it and just, like, put it in, like, a chokehold. And I think that's my turn. That's all I can do for the time being. And
All
I'm
right.
going to have to hope that it doesn't break. Actually, I need to actually find what the number is because it's important. So what did I roll? 17
17.
plus 12. So that's 29. And I'm bigger than it, so plus 2. So on its turn, if it wants to escape, it needs to roll an athletics or acrobatics check and beat 32.
All right. Let's see if I get a nat 20.
I'm sorry, Jake.
Oh, no, I'm the one who's sorry. Look, all I'm saying is Pathfinder's an easy game. All you gotta do is roll 20s.
Exactly.
So, it does break out of the grapple.
Wait, actually?
Check the pod. I attempted 2 attempts. I was gonna give it 3, 1 for each action. Nat 20 on the second attempt.
Oh my god, I'm going to fucking...
Where is
At
this?
plus 12. The duo drone needs a nat 20 to escape the grapple. It got it.
Oh.
Oh, Soba, I hate you, tiny metal man!
So I need you to explain. But I need you to explain to me how this thing managed to get out.
You ever see Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Remember how R2-D2 escaped the grapple of those 2 super battle droids in the yeah.
That they just opened up jetpacks and like shot oil in their face.
Yeah, literally this thing. It like as Soap was holding it, she's like, "Ah, got you now, middleman." It opened
Horf.
its mouth. Whoa! Just spat oil in Soba's face.
Nice.
Ah, space!
Oh, I know that. Flicker sees this and is like, "Ooh, I've been there."
Ah.
Oh, actually, that reminds me, real quick. Who has that shield?
Which shield?
The lodestone shield?
That shield is not finished yet, I think.
Oh, right, that's still in crafting. Got it.
Yeah, that was
That's-
just earlier today that we stopped by.
True. Time is strange, and when it comes to D&D.
Very.
All right. Well, I don't think it still has an attack, but it could. No, it's just gonna glare at you.
Soba glares back, her face just covered in oil.
All right. The duo
so much
drone is
oil.
going to
Oh no.
just all out run into to here.
Oh no.
It is attempting to engage. And we go to
form social contacts.
attempting to engagement.
Yeah.
All right, Cece, you are up.
Okay, so first off, I know I'm down 1 action point from communicating to Rodalak,
That is correct.
and she's gonna take, because Kaz is glowing menacingly bright at this point, and it's getting very hot being here.
He's literally that one guy
is.
from that one game where the
She
guy
could just roll over here a little ways.
Reasonable.
I am extremely hot. It is my burden.
And her other action point that she has remaining. So something that I noticed, because I have so many feats that I've already lost track of what some of them do, one of them gives me +1, so I actually have a 25 passive crafting check.
Amazing.
So is she gonna scoot her other scooter up here? Because it seems like Silva more or less has the first dual drone under control.
Mm-hmm.
Posted a picture
And
of shots.
her scooter is gonna try to...
Pardon me.
Can try to... Oh, oops. Try to tangle up this duo drone. She can do her tamper check. So that's a 25 against their reflex DC.
And that is enough.
And is that a critical enough?
It is not a critical enough.
Okay.
It is enough. It is not a critical enough.
Yeah. It's just because it matters for the skill. That's all
Yeah.
I have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So for armor, it is flat-footed and has -10 to all of its speeds.
And this one here?
Yep.
Alright. And that leads us to the monodrone. The monodrone reaches its hand to its eye socket and pulls out a small floating orb, holds it in its hand for a moment, and then lifts it up into the air. And a few moments later, its eye appears to reform inside of its skull. That is its entire turn action. Which leads us back to Flicker.
Okay, check here some. Gotta check my. I think I have something explosive going on here. Just gonna double check.
What's supposed to be going here?
Bird overdrive. Maybe. No, that's healing. Such a weird concept. You explode, and then you heal.
It's real cool.
I love it. Well, I guess I'll be doing what I've been doing, which is shoot this one, then this one, and then this one. Let's see how that
All right.
goes. Uh, 8 plus 13. 21? No.
Yep, 21 kills.
Alright, so that one's dead.
And you are at minus for each attack by subsequent mind.
Oh, because of this?
Oh, no, because of that's just how attacks work. You can attack 3 times, but each one is at -4 to the prior.
Oh, okay. Well, I quite frankly don't have like a lot of ideas what I can do. So this is currently my main assignment because I don't have any regular courses on me. Actually, that reminds me, I do need to make those exploding shuriken stars. Yeah, this one next.
All right.
Okay, 12 plus 13. I'm pretty sure that one hits.
Yep.
And finally this one.
That's
13
it.
plus 13. Does that
That's
hit?
at -8, right?
Hmm.
Uh,
To be 18, I think. 26
Is that
minus 8.
Mm-hmm. And that one does not.
well, the Uno reverse card.
And now it
Now
does.
it does. Gotta use those coins for something. Let me just. All right. So flicker. So flicker. Essentially, you hear the familiar guitar twang from a post-apocalyptic bit of media. Dun, 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 as like Flicker's arm is as like those three break practically almost simultaneously as he sweeps his arm around, firing at each one. The barrel
Oh, there it is.
of his hand cannon, and still smoking.
Mm-hmm.
He puffs it. I'm
All
on a roll
right.
today, and just
Yeah.
goes, I'm on a roll today, and that's it.
All right, Koss, you are up.
All right. So I sing a note, and from everywhere around you, you all hear an uncountable number of voices, all hitting different notes, but all somehow in harmony with me.
Ooh.
Oh, Soba hate that.
Yeah, it's awful. Um, these
Like you
three
said, that
guys
was in
all make a
character.
fortitude save, DC 21.
All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That is fortitude, so not to flip. I need to roll. That one, the Tridrone makes it.
I'm sorry,
it's not-
I may have gotten the size of this wrong. It definitely also hits that bit there. that last location was not a thing. I hit tab on that.
You hit this bit.
Yeah, that bit, and all three of these guys.
I don't know that the bit is going to be affected by this.
That's fine.
Okay.
It does damage, so.
Oh, geez, I rolled fairly high. Okay.
It's not super impressive. It is
Mhm.
3 damage to all of them, but it is 3 damage to all of them.
All right. Noted. Do you have anything else in your turn or no?
No, that's 3 actions.
Got it. The Tridrone looks around and sees the state of the battlefield. And hold on 1 second here.
Fear.
All of its eyes remove themselves from its body. Wait.
Very normal thing to do.
Oh,
All the
I think
bits.
Yeah, it's very normal.
I did it
All
twice
the-
last Saturday.
And that one does not get there in time and does not change. This will be the last round of combat. Rodolak, it is your turn. Barring, seeing what happens, but you see what it's doing. It's not being subtle.
Yeah, I'm assuming the red is not good. The red orbs are like charging up in a bad way.
That's the same as the red orb that had appeared next to Soba earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Then she threw and exploded like it was a grenade.
Yeah.
So I think maybe I should take cover. What do you think?
Yeah. So move away. You just. so
Brave
flicker.
Sir Rodelac ran away.
Swiggity swooty, self-preserving my booty.
And then he ran away. While.
Okay, I'm gonna send you I gotta see if I can find a GIF of this. I just want to do it's this. Do you guys remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where
Yes.
like Judge Doom is in
Yes.
the alleyway and he's running away with his legs like all the way up to his chest?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll never catch me! You're dead! You're all dead! As I'll do like one last bon mot on the tri-drone to keep him distracted.
Roll it, and CC roll reflex if you want to attempt to relay it.
Sure. It's 14.
18.
It's a very good line.
Well, I rolled the 18, which would
Yeah.
be a 30.
It's a very good line. Unfortunately, it seems a bit preoccupied.
Yeah.
No, not having a shared language does render that particular ability mostly ineffective.
All right.
Without
Stupid idea then.
Okay.
Is there any tibium like within my immediate area, like a rock or something like that, like a rock of tibium?
As a matter of fact, remember that roll me perception, or nature if you prefer it.
Take 10. So that is 10 plus my proficiency.
Okay,
So 16.
that's
Or no,
higher
no,
than 15.
Yeah.
The rock that was thrown at you from the monodrone at the beginning of battle was infused with tibium, and that check before was to see if you noticed that.
All right. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it and hit one of the bits.
All right.
Ranged attack, go. Oh wait, I could use I could use the investigation.
True.
Thing. I'm gonna use my stratagem for this. Yeah. That's a 6 plus 13. That is probably enough.
And you're throwing that
That is
at one of
19.
you're throwing that at one of the
Sorry,
glowing
20.
bits.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit one of the glowing bits with it.
So flicker.
Bye.
Dragonborn are resistant to fire, right?
I am resistant. Yes.
Are you resistant to the audacity of this shit?
Are any of us?
Wait.
I refer you to the picture I posted before of Flicker.
Can't believe Flicker is going to fucking die.
He's survived. He's built up an immunity to this through his own shenanigans.
Just wondering, how much?
Developing immunity to large explosions through repeated exposure to smaller explosions.
have y'all not been microdosing explosions?
Flicker just like every morning when he wakes up, just detonating a hand grenade in front of him.
What does
Out of-
microdosing explosions look like? Pop rocks?
I mean, at the very early stages, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, out of curiosity, how much HP do you have? Just wondering.
Just say enough. Just say enough.
I
no.
am compelled to say the truth. 66. I really wanted to lie and say 69 just so I could be totally nice.
Nice.
God, all of you have like tiny health bars compared to Soba. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's almost like we're not meant for battle.
I know, it's
I
hilarious.
mean, I'm sort of meant,
have
but I can't
literally
dodge,
less than
I
half.
can't AC my. I mean, I can sort of stand my own, but I can't AC my way out of an explosion.
So, but when you took damage and got down to 88, that took you 2 points above double my hit points.
That's I have 64 HP and I'm like just above half.
You said you have 66 HP?
64, sorry.
No, Flicker.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I got 66.
Oof. Okay.
62 is my
Yeah,
max.
you can't actually put that on the map because the map is slightly recessed.
No,
There you
no.
go.
I think this. Where'd it go? Come here. Okay. Well, chain reaction time.
I love chain reactions. How big is this explosion?
A lot.
As in,
What
it will
units are we
reach Nova
measuring in?
big, or yeah, like every square is 5 feet. How many squares? Oh god, that's horrifying.
Did I kill everyone?
Yay! Party wide.
56 damaged.
We all get to play as Gripply now.
Let's go, Ripley.
So Flicker take 56. These all
Booter
the
is atomized.
the spooter is reduced to minerals. There is a large crater where all of these things were, as the rock hits the bit dead on, detonating it and creating a chain reaction that catches all of these creatures, effectively vaporizing them.
And at the center of this crater is poor Flicker Yamcha posed.
I like to imagine because he's still alive.
The Tri-Drone with the Family Guy pose in the same position nearby.
No, Flicker is the classic cartoon. He's just a black silhouette covered in soot. As he does like
Yeah.
a call.
Unlike the rest of us, Flicker is a Western cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I think did you calculate my resistance? Unless that didn't count as fire damage.
It's not fire damage. It's just explosion. It's just
Oh,
like-
that's
It's force.
unfortunate.
Oh,
it's not a. I mean, it's a. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, it is more of a fireball. Yeah, you can factor that in. Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
So-
Yay.
What's half of 56?
But you take half damage? I thought it was -5.
I don't know how. Oh, is that how resistance works?
Hang on. I'm
pretty
pretty sure
sure.
it's minus. Hang on.
It's minus something,
Resistance
not half.
Pathfinder. Hang on. I'm looking it up because I'm. Now you got me confused now. If you have resistance to a type of damage, each time you take that type of damage, you reduce the amount of damage you take by the listed amount to a minimum of 0. So
Yeah.
your resistance, what is it?
Should be
What is the number next to it?
I don't. Hold on, let me check. Dragon scale Kobold.
Wait, you're a kobold?
Well,
legally.
no, I use that as like a base.
Oh, okay. Oh, did
Okay,
Dragonborn not exist?
Dragonborn are not a
What
thing in this system, so we've been using the stat block for a
right.
kobold and calling it just a medium creature.
So
Lord.
select dragon type, red, fire. Select resistance, fire. I don't know where on the. I guess the fences should be. Resistance, fire 3.
So you
Okay.
subtract 3 damage.
Okay, I thought it was
Oh.
5. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. That sucks hard as a bonus.
That's
It
not
does,
terribly
yeah.
impressive, yeah.
Generally, you're not taking 56 damage, though.
True.
That is fair.
Well, we
But
can
the-
amend that. We can make it happen more often.
In any case, Flicker just the silhouette's there as the smoke clears. You can see him. He's charcoal black. Just his eyes. Actually, no. He moves up the visor part of his helmet, the one that's supposed to shield him from light and such.
Oh, you look like Shrek now.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess you're not wrong.
Oh god.
And then he's like, "Okay," and then he falls down.
So we'll jump into the crater and just kind of lift you like a cat, like just by the scruff, like.
Mm-hmm.
Is okay. Friend is not dead, mostly.
And you just look at Rodolak has his hands, like both hands on his mouth, horrified of what has happened. So how much health do you have left?
13.
Oh wow, that is.
I mean, that's basically my max HP anyway, so I don't see why you're complaining.
Is combat still going, or is that the end?
No, that was it.
There is that is functionally it, as the duodrone is still technically attacking, but with no finesse, with no yeah, it is pulling its sword back and swinging it rather than attacking. Soba could hold it off with a hand. It still has the order to attack, but it no longer has the direction to it of how to do it.
Huh. Sobo would like to pick up a large rock and place
It
it on
has
top of the
become,
creature.
it has become, stabby. It's like a Roomba with a knife on it.
Yeah, that's actually
Dangerous if you're not paying attention.
I never get tired of the image in my head of Roomba coming around corner. It just has a knife taped on it.
Mm-hmm.
So with that thing there,
this
Sobo's
was
gonna
the
do.
concept of a really dumb party that I've been to, by the way.
Jesus.
Is
Sobo's gonna
everyone
pick up a.
brings... Sorry. Everyone brings a Roomba and you tape knives to them and put balloons to the back.
Jeez.
Nice.
It's real dumb.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is an
yeah, so was-
incredibly nerdy party. I'm very, very jealous.
So I was gonna pick up one of the large boulders because I'm assuming these are diegetic, and she's just gonna place it on top of the robot so it can't move.
All right. It is very much like a Roomba with a knife taped to it. Mildly
Yeah.
dangerous, but mostly stupid.
Yeah. So with it pinned like that until we need it, Soba's horn is gonna grow, and she is going to cast heal for 3 actions. So that is every living thing within 30 feet of Soba regains. Hang on, 16 plus 1d8. God, the heal in this game is so goddamn weird.
That brings me to full.
So yeah, so 3 plus 16. So everyone gets 19 health back.
That's a decent chunk.
For you, maybe.
I don't think I
I
got
mean, that's
hit.
half my hit points, so.
Oh, what the? I'm.
And now what do we do?
Flicker
Hang
is
on.
still in the crater when he gets the healing, and you just see like his hand come out with like a thumbs up.
Yeah. You get the health back. Soba's just got this big horn just radiating energy. She's like, well, we have one robot. Does not seem very smart.
Well, give me a second to regain my wits, and I'll take a look at him.
I'm just imagining like Soba sheaths her sword. She's just like doing like post exercise stretch. She's like, "Oh, it was good workout. Was good for you."
I
She was
imagine Flicker
in
doing
no
a thing.
danger.
Refer to the image.
He.
Like, God, that is such a good image of a really annoyed face or angry face.
Cece just sweeping up the remains of her spider bot with a dustpan.
Oh no. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Jade. Unfortunately, we need more muscles. Regarding the DM you sent at the start of the combat.
Yeah. Alright, what do you do?
I take 10 minutes and try to tend to Flicker's wounds unsuccessfully.
Wait, he just got like 19 health back. Is that not good enough for him?
He took more.
You
took a
can
lot
do
more
more
than
than that.
I'm just saying, like,
Cece
come
will
on.
also use one of her healing things from her sploders, which I just have to check because that's another weird thing.
I'll check up on him, but I don't really have any medical expertise, so I'll have them take care of it. I think what would probably be best for me is to go by those pedestals and look into that.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Soba's going to, while they're doing, like, Flicker, Soba's gonna, like, tend to, like, her wounds, just, like, pulls out jar of pickled brine, dips it, and starts rubbing it on her, tummy wound.
You do notice the bit remaining here. As you get over there.
Okay, so it's just heal 3d10, basically.
Right then. You do see two red and one green crystal in front of you. It is early autumn, but it is unseasonably cold in this area, with a gentle snowfall that is not accumulating at all.
They were trying to disrupt these crystals, at least from what we saw.
Yeah, I'm going to do an Arcana check to see, like, what it is that they were meant to... figure out what they might be doing, or what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay. Roll it out.
Okay. So first, Arcana.
Inspect crystal.
19. That is a 32.
As soon as you
Actually,
open up your
33
sense...
in relation to my
Yep.
investigation.
Yep, these have nothing to do with the tibium.
Right. Sorry.
Right. No, it's all good. These are intensely magical, and I'll just give you, with that roll, you are able to piece it together fairly quickly that these are controlling the local weather. The area right around here has this gentle snowfall. The air, the sky, the air that you're breathing has the bite of early winter to it. And the closer you get to these crystals, the more intensely you feel it. The more intensely also you feel the magic radiating off them.
Is good magic or bad magic?
Not necessarily good or bad, simply is. I look it over and examine it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my investigation to determine if these pedestals are an important part of the process, or if it's just the crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do observation or arcana?
Actually, I will give you that for the extended, for having such a high roll on the previous one. The pedestals are involved, and this pedestal over here does have a, at the base of the pedestal, specifically the dirt and moss around it, they were attempting to infuse that that moss and that dirt.
Infuse it with what?
Tibium. You can see some that you can, if you reach out down and touch it, you can feel where that other drone had been trying to affect it.
I see. All right. How deep does the pedestal go in the ground?
You gonna try and dig it out?
No,
Dig
I just
around
want to like kind of. I just want to kind of like poke at it with a pole or something like that, and like see how deep it goes.
As deep as you can manage to realistically poke around without getting a big shovel.
Okay. And these
Don't
two
be a big
squares here are shattered pedestals.
Not shattered pedestals, but tiles. There is, tiles and, as well as some other debris. This would be a great archaeology site. The tiles do appear as though they were connected to each other and more at some point, though. Now there's just some scattered remnants, and as well as some scattered pieces around the area of shattered tiling. In the old Roman road sort of sense of, it's like, oh yeah, there was something great here once. There was something of note here once. The pedestals, however, show, outside of the lichen growing on it, show very little wear or tear on it.
All right. So, based on what I'm seeing here, which one was giving which weather effect, or the feeling of which weather effect?
The three are working in harmony.
I see. But one feels a different temperature than the others, correct?
Sorry, the entire area, as you walk into this clearing, feels different temperature.
Okay.
Like, starting all the way, like back in this area here. As soon as you walked into this part of the clearing, the temperature dropped like a rock. And there is a light snowfall here. The ground itself, however, is a normal temperature, which is why all the snow is melting on contact.
Okay. So, I look over and I'm going to reach into my pack using fortuitous purchase. I'm going to pull out a series of colored sticks. But they're like relatively long sticks.
Okay.
Like telescopic. The idea is that I'm going to be cordoning this place off as an archaeological site.
Okay. That's easy enough to
flag
do.
it as like a warning to the villagers in town and stuff. As I say, it's very clear that the Modrons wanted these for themselves, but they are absolutely essential to managing the weather around this area. Now, I wouldn't want to try and remove them from the pedestals as of this moment until we have a better understanding of what it is that they do and how they do it. By the way, is that bit still there?
It is.
I'm going to look over at the bit.
Sure.
Is it fun? Is it funny?
What was that?
Is the bit funny?
Extremely.
Well, while Rodalac's distracted, Soba would like to poke this crystal.
Passive perception.
I see what Soba is trying to do, and I make a distraction.
Flicker, you want to distract the distraction while I'm distracted?
Yeah, I want to say
Yes.
I want
Yes,
to
I
say
do.
Keep this clown car rolling.
I want to say Flicker is joined up by this point after
Yeah, if
has helped him out.
after you've been patched up a bit.
Soba, I don't think you should be touching that.
Shh, it is shiny.
Yes,
It
it
is
also
shiny.
controls the weather.
Yeah, but it's shiny.
For all you know, that thing is the one thing that's keeping everything within a 5-mile radius from coming back from the dead.
And it's
So when you
doing that by being shiny?
It does rock gently when you touch it. It's not like, you know,
So
nothing else
so
of note
what-
happens. You're not removing from the pedestal yet or anything, right? You're just
No.
poking it. Yeah.
does it have? So if after he said that, so I was gonna like glare at it more and just kind of try to see if she can pull any like necromantic vibes from it.
Roll me Arcana or Occult.
Okay.
I will assist.
My occultism is really good, so I'm gonna do that. That is a 27.
That's pretty good.
Liv.
Yeah.
Liv.
Yeah.
I have a very important question for you.
Yeah.
How do you define necromancy?
A necrotic energy that can bring the dead. Wait, sorry. That can animate the dead. That is how Soba defines it.
Then
How
no.
do you define necromancy? Necrotic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah,
little bit of a
no.
tautology there, but it's all good.
Look, it's the definition of how. Alright, look, whatever. Soba is going to like just be very frustrated. You think Soba's stupid? And she just like grabs the without thinking, grabs the crystal and holds out. This looks nothing like necromancy.
I'm going to actually attempt something that I don't think I've ever just done before.
Oh?
As Rodolak turns around and snaps, "Put it back!"
Ooh.
Oh my.
And I'm going to actually attempt intimidation, which is, again, way outside his usual shtick here. But
Soba,
Okay.
Soba, you better put it back. He's using the dead voice.
Oh, oh no.
that is okay. Even though like I don't have a lot of intimidation, that's a 21. Again, you're free to actually like accept that or
Yeah.
not based on like how you know him, but like you could definitely tell he's dead serious about this.
That does not sound like Rodolak. Magus, roll me a will save.
Okay.
Magus rolled a wheel say okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I'm doing a bit, and Jade caught on it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Natural 20.
You had to roll lower. This is golf rules. You fool.
All right. You catch yourself, but you do notice it.
You watch him like collect himself for a moment, and he says, "Sorry, it's been a day. Please, I don't want frogs raining from the sky. Please put it back until we know what it does."
Been a day for you?
So Soba's just gonna like just
Flicker. If you get too upset, you're gonna pull out your stitches.
Soba just kind of like grumpily like turns around. She's like talking to Soba as if stupid don't know what necromancy is. Soba show you. Soba show everyone. And puts it back. Like,
Cass,
just
how do you...
grumbling to herself the whole time.
I'll address something real quick, but I just want to back up to when you were both doing these checks. Cass, how do you define necromancy?
Corpse is moving around.
This is definitely not necromantic at all.
Okay.
Now, do I need to
I'm scared.
define necromancy?
Are you investigating this from a necromantic angle?
I can do that with an occult check, yes.
Sure.
Personally, I would define necromancy as a means of manipulating environment through entropy. That is a 28.
It smells a little bit like necromantic magic may have been involved, but not the kind that you're familiar that you would normally expect to see.
Writing down in notes, necromancy is subjective.
Well, it is
right.
in the sense of what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for
Yeah.
something, yeah.
In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I look at this bit. It's currently inert, yes?
One thing I want to cover beforehand. When Soba did pick up the crystal, and probably what alerted to you to it more than anything else, was the temperature normalizing very briefly until it was put back.
Oh.
I just wanted to mention that. You know, no particular reason. Anyways, what were you saying?
Is the bit currently inert?
It is still floating, if that's what you mean, but it is not doing anything. It has
I don't see it
no
as
verbs associated with it.
Yeah, it doesn't have any like observational capacity or anything like that, right?
It never did.
Okay. I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to take
Okay.
a piece of one of the tibium things. I'm going to have a glove on.
Okay.
And you watch me doing this as I say, I'm going to commit an experiment. But this might
Commit
be
an
a trifle
experiment.
unwise, so I would prefer that you take a step back so that I'm the one that suffers from this instead of anybody else.
Are you sure? You are very squishy.
I'd rather it be me than someone I care about. So I'm going to take the tibium, and I'm going to touch the bit with it. And see what
Okay.
happens.
The dramatic tension ends up with being very disappointing in that you poke it with much the same effect as if you had touched a bowling ball with a pool cue.
If I gently push on the bit, it moves a bit, or does it stay in place?
It does move.
Okay. As I look around, I say, anybody here have a bag of holding that we can bag this thing for the time being? At least until we got a better idea of what it does?
I wish I had one.
So
None
I've
of
been,
them made the
It
trip.
would be convenient.
I've been whispering to Soba since you said that last thing, and I run over to you and say, "I'll hold on to it. Just don't say you don't care about Rodelac."
What?
He said he'd rather it happen to himself than someone
Oh.
he cares about.
Oh, no.
As Rodelac
Fluffy
is-
one, do you
I
have
didn't
self-worth issues?
No,
We are here. We are your friends. We are here if you wish to talk.
Soba, just come give hug.
So he goes over, just like lifts Rodelac in like a big squishing hug.
You better look out for Rodelac. That guy's a
as you
friend.
start to hug Rodelac, puts like a hand up. It's like, not now. I'm trying to fret.
Aw.
You can do that in the air.
Yeah. Like once she is done with the hug, which is exactly 27 seconds long, she'll kind of kneel down, look at this orb, and she'll just flick it with her thumb and forefinger.
It spins away from you, gently, as hard as you flicked it. Rodelac, you have to find your eyes because I'm pretty sure you rolled them out of your head at that point.
Fluffy one. So with things orb might be not friend, but acquaintance.
I think it's an orb.
Orb can be
I,
friend.
I know this is a little bit late, but did anyone else notice how they seemed to be talking like inside our deep inner ear?
What?
They seem to scream inside my head, but other than that, talking, no.
When they were communicating, they seemed kind of confused that we managed to communicate. And I noticed that it was like it wasn't something that I was hearing, it was more like feeling it behind my ear.
All of my communications with them involved lasers.
Soba is
That is
Soba
true.
is-
There was a lot of laser.
Soba is fairly certain you are only person who experienced this. Little one, are you feeling okay?
I think so.
Perhaps next time we see robots, little ones stay further away. Like there's actual like worry in her voice.
I definitely didn't appreciate how things began. I feel like we could have handled it better, but they did try to just take my leg off in first interaction, so
Robots are
Not the best first impression,
probably
must be
could have
said.
handled it worse too.
Matters is robots are dead and friends are alive. Is good time.
Mostly.
You are alive. You have new scar. Scars are important. You prove that you are worthy of existing.
Cass, you are very worthy of existing.
I just say, she got you there. She got you there. How you
Like,
doing,
everyone here
Flicker?
has scars of some kind. Like, you know, Rotolag has his emotional ones.
Cass is
What?
90% scar tissue by volume.
Yeah. Yeah. Can Megas hear us? He's been very quiet.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm just, like I said,
Faden.
Your toilet
it's been
exploded.
it's been a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long day. No matter what else happens.
Yeah.
A toilet explosion is a bad time.
Jesus.
Sadly, with the other side of it was that because the when it happened, I wasn't exactly allowed to go to bed until the guy showed up.
Yeah, that makes
no.
sense.
I'm
Yeah, that
not
happens.
really running on a lot of sleep.
I
So
kept-
I apologize if I'm not as attentive as I normally am.
No, you're fine.
Is okay. I just want to. I do want to check how much longer do we want to go?
I mean, we are about like 8 minutes past when we usually wind up ending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We usually end up
also-
going for an extra 20 minutes, but we say we're going to end about 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, look, I didn't want to put too fine a point on it.
Personally, I would not mind having this be like a good staple of the end, since we're going to be like, now learning about the mystery of the orbs.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
we're all gonna go back to town now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Soba could just like pick the orb up, put it under her arm, and just walk like, I don't know, how big's a fireball? Like 30 feet? Just walk 30 feet behind everyone. Like, this thing cannot do enough damage to kill Soba. It cannot.
Well,
That's
it was also very clearly triggered to do that. Also, for the record,
I mean,
but-
yeah, but like we don't know that. Or
No,
like,
you
Soba
do.
doesn't know that.
you saw it flag that. You saw the
Yeah.
Tridron flag.
Oh, didn't one of them just
What are
activate
you-
on its own? Or am I misremembering?
No, they
No,
were
it's-
all like directly
Okay.
commanded.
Yeah, Flicker saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
Okay, well, regardless, like, so we'll just lift the orb, put it under her arm, and just be like, okay, we have magic orb, we know of magic stones, we go?
Sounds good to me.
Is there anything else you want to do regarding pedestals?
I guess. Well, I mean,
mean, if these things control the weather, we should probably
Yeah, we
take the
attacked-
crystals, right?
Do they work without the pedestals?
I mean, they don't, but if we have them, that means that someone can't come along and go like, I cast 17 hurricanes!
At the same time, if they've been here for a while and somehow have not been stolen,
Well, and
the robots,
like
the
maybe
robots
they
are in the
they
midst of
exist
fucking
to
with them, though.
maybe they exist to like stabilize the weather here.
Mm.
We don't know what these things do.
Yeah. Except that the robots were wanting to steal them, and we don't know if there's going to be more robots.
True,
That's my concern.
but we don't know like what happens if we do the thing.
Mm. How far away from town are we?
Couple. What was it? It was like an hour walk or something. Not that far, but
Hour walk.
far enough that you're well past the outskirts, but not so far as that you wouldn't be be able to conveniently get back here if you wanted to.
Okay. Soba could.
Yeah, it was
Soba could
somewhere
move her.
inside of an hour walk from the farm.
Yeah.
Soba could move. Soba could move her tent here. Like, she'd take her a longer time to walk back into town in the morning, but like at the very least, like she could keep an eye on them, and she's used to living outdoors. I don't know if that'd be a dumb idea or not, but
I don't know. Maybe we tell the A group about it, and they can do something about him.
I feel like they would snitch to the mayor.
But we'll tell the mayor ourselves. Like, I don't have a problem with
Okay.
telling people about this. Like, we
No,
found some
no,
pedestals that
the
control
mayor
weather.
specifically. Remember, the mayor's in league with the Kenku.
Okay, so we just murder him.
The mayor honestly would. I feel like the mayor would probably take the crystals to send back overseas,
Yeah, he would.
regardless of
Yeah,
what
so
cost it might come with.
yeah, so either he would either sell this info to the Kenku and the Kenku make it our problem, or he would steal the crystals himself and it would then become once again our problem.
I find it fascinating that somehow no one's found this by being only an hour away from town.
Yeah, I think for now, I think Soba's just gonna move her tent here. Like, worst case scenario, it takes her longer to get into town in the morning. Whatever.
I just on that point, Flicker.
Yeah.
There is a campfire here. It's old and out and not a recent one, but not out. Like several thousand
I didn't
years
realize
old.
this was diegetic.
Yeah,
I didn't realize this was
someone has
diegetic.
found it.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought that was just like an accidental thing that you added there, or
Nope.
that was there. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
It's a couple
Mine's
weeks
so-
old, but it's definitely a dugout campfire with some rocks around it.
After someone brings that up, Flicker, after all the pains starting to singe away, finally notice it does take note of the campfire, I guess, and I guess he's gonna just look around for any signs of who might have made it.
That would be a survival check, I suppose.
Give it a try. Nope. Don't know who did this.
Would anybody else like to roll survival about this curiosity?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my assurance to make that at like a 20.
Yeah, I got an 8, so nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 32.
All right.
Look, I was running out of skills to take proficiency in, and they kept giving me more proficiency.
No,
It's
fair.
a good roll. I'm not complaining.
The campfire appears to be several weeks old, possibly several months, and it should not be in as good condition as it is. There should have been it should have basically been reclaimed by just the natural course of woods. but it's still very clear and very pristine here. It was not made in ancient times, but it's still very clearly here. In
Yeah, it's been
a
at
way that it
least
shouldn't
about a
have been.
month, and it should just like the sticks here should have definitely at least be collapsed.
There are no embers, just to clarify that I just can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like ashes, I imagine.
Yes.
So like no signs around the campfire of who might have been there.
No, nothing noteworthy. I mean,
And is there like dirt kicked over the fire, or is it just the ashes? In the pit?
it is ashes in the pit.
So, like nothing was kicked over it to put it out. It was just allowed to go out.
Yeah, it burned out.
So either someone started the fire and abandoned it, or they stuck around long enough for it to burn down to nothing. That's at least what we can assume.
Or potentially put water over it, which you wouldn't have any sign of. Just offering that.
The water would have a sign, just not the same way. As like dirt kicked over it.
Yeah.
It also takes a lot of water to put out a fire effectively.
That is extremely true, but
So it'd be like
Campfire
caked
bucket
onto the
enough.
stones. The ash would be caked onto the stones rather than like blown around the area by winds.
yep, it is very much intact and not windblown and not. Well, the forest has not reclaimed it.
Maybe there's some kind of magical effect over the area that prevents easy access? I don't know how we would have just walked in so easily unless I suppose the Modrons had done something to thin that barrier.
I think this mystery is a good note to end on.
I agree.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. What do you guys think?
Spooky is what I think.
Having a fun time.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you weren't the guy that exploded it.
You were supposed to have a full round before that happened, but
Yeah, I was.
I kind of accelerated that. Sorry.
it's all good.
I mean,
It
I
was funny.
pulling the hell divers and jumping backwards while shooting at them.
I strongly considered pulling the punch on the dice roll, but it's like, you know what? No. It's two fireballs to the face. I'm just rolling the raw dice. Let's see how it lands.
I mean, if anything, it just proves that Flicker really is the cartoon character he's based on.
Oh, totally.
Survives a fireball, a large fireball,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't even get down. He still had.
Yeah.
Foot.
All right. This is a good place to call. You can certainly investigate here more, or start heading back to town for next session, whichever.
Yeah. For the time being, I think I'm gonna turn in.
I say we head
Rest-
back. But yeah, Magus, get some sleep, please.
Mm-hmm. Rest well,
Go
friend.
sleep.
Yeesh. Have a good slump.
All right. See you later, folks. I hope you guys
Good
have a good
night.
time.
Yeah. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I try not to run combat unless I have a narrative reason for the combat to occur, which I think was very obvious what that was this time. Hmm. I like these pedestals and these gems. They are going to lead to some very interesting things. I'm setting stuff up.
Well, when you have a session every 2 weeks, and even then, sometimes it's not guaranteed. It takes longer.
Yeah. But it's good. I'm having fun. I like this game. I like these characters so much.
I do too when I'm not being a bit too EP.
No, that's fair. You should go EP as well.
I really should, but I feel like I still have I have to finish some shots tonight. If I can.
You gonna spend the night doing shots? Understandable.
Shots.
No, I know what you mean.
Wrong kind of shots.
No, you know what? No, that is like entirely valid. I have a game. I have another Pathfinder game on Friday mornings, and I playing a gunslinger with an alchemist dedication, and I just learned how to make alcohol, like moonshine. Yeah,
Nice.
no, that is now become my character's like go-to thing. Like, something fucky's happening. Pulls out a hip flask. Man, that sucks. Yep. It's really funny because if you get to stage 7 of failed saves on alcohol, you just die.
Next time I have
Yay!
TTRPG, maybe I should bring Chive back. Chive was a fun character.
Yes, Chive was fun.
What were they about? What was their deal?
Oh, imagine so, Chive's deal was that they're a broken person. They're sort of taking a little bit of the protagonist from Disco Elysium, mixed with a significant amount of vodka, mixed with past regrets of missed opportunities and failure to protect those that he was charged with.
That's
Oh, damn,
that's
he just
just
me
the
for real.
protagonist from Disco Elysium.
Yeah, I know, but I still. You're not wrong. But they were an interesting character that I liked playing. They had a psionic power that was more of a curse than a power.
To be clear, I know that Chive is not just the protagonist from Disco
Right, I
Elysium.
know. I'll tell you about Chive later. But
I also had a fun time with Piffle in the same one shot.
that Piffle was just such a good character for Chive to meet, frankly, just for to be in the same world with.
I need to play more Pathfinder games. I swear to God.
Well, I think we call a game here, or a stream here, I suppose, because we already called a game. You are all wonderful. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Night night.
Good
night,
night,
friends.
everyone. I'm gonna go explode. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
Hey, I'm gonna explode too!
Nobody explode.